Hello.
Hello and welcome to
Welcome.
episode 4.
Oh,
Yeah,
hang on, don't talk.
I'm talking.
It's echoing. All right. Welcome to episode 4
Welcome.
of the Showhippies podcast.
Yes.
Before we start, there's a few things I'd like to get out of the way.
We didn't really think of Jack over this.
No. Well, we did. We have topics, but first off, there was no stream yesterday due to a work schedule change. I said I'd talk about that for my Discord. There you go. There's not much else to say other than it was last minute and out of nowhere, so I couldn't really. There's not much warning I could give, because by the time it was told to me, I pretty much had to be there, unfortunately. Second thing is, tonight there will be no game night. Unfortunately, David has plans. I also have some things I will probably have to be doing after the podcast. But
Next week.
starting from tomorrow, what's the next day? Not tomorrow. What's the day?
Today's Saturday.
Saturday. Starting on Monday, my streams will be going back to schedule. So every other day for me, I'll be streaming about 6 to 7 hours a day. Sorry that things have been kind of off this week. It is what it is. Turn my volume up a bit here on my mic. Things will get back to normal. I promise. It's taking a while. Unfortunately, like life has to take. I have to take time for my life sometimes, as does David. So that's kind of why we've been busy. Why I've been busy, and things will get back on track. I promise. But that's it. That's that. Now that that's out of the way.
Before I have some things.
Go ahead.
Sorry about last weekend. I know we didn't do a podcast last weekend.
We did a podcast last weekend. It was the weekend before.
Oh.
You don't have to be sorry about that. You were sick. Ain't nothing to be sorry about, man. You were sick.
Well, alright. Well, I thought it was last weekend, but alright. Well, I guess.
Are our levels low, by the way? If somebody's in chat, let us know, because we can't. I can't
there,
tell.
let us know.
For some reason, like it looks lower than normal, but it's the same volume as it. Oh, I know what it is. Fuck, I forgot all about this.
Oh no, what'd you do this time?
Okay, I fixed it. Hang on, we're probably way too loud now. Hello.
We probably should have tested this.
We should have tested this. It's fine. The levels look good, so we're good. I'm sorry. Just don't speak extraordinarily loud. Well, actually, don't. Oh, fuck me. We should have tested this. I forgot to turn the gain on.
Well, then, I guess we're good now.
We're good now. It is what it is. We should be fine now. Okay. I guess we might have been quiet. To repeat what I said before. Streams will be back to normal come Monday. I'm sorry. Life is life. It'll get worked out, I promise. And yeah. That's pretty much it. Anything else you want to add?
How else have you been doing besides all that?
I've been okay. Just work has sucked.
And giving you a hard time?
It's life. That's all I can say. Life is life. You gotta deal with it when it comes up. So, is what it is. I'm working towards it. Fortunately, it affects the stream. Not just normal life stuff, but sometimes life can affect your mental health, and you gotta take some time to correct it, or your streams are gonna suffer from it. So, it's not just that though. It's mostly work. The work is just like constantly. The schedules change. It's crazy, but it'll get back to normal. Don't worry about it. Anyway, how are you, David?
Hold on, I gotta take a sip.
He's gotta take a sip of his big Pepsi. He's got a big ass cup of Pepsi right now. Coke?
It's a Kroger brand cola.
Kroger brand cola
It's
by
off
Brand K, I think it's called.
Yep. Big K Cola, Bubble Fizz Gulp. That is the motto on the bottle. Yeah, I've been all right. There's been some things here and there, and having whole issue with job.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get that worked out, but at this point, I'm applying for other places too.
That's good. It's always good to, have a backup.
Right now I'm shooting for Dollar General. Because that's
Nice. What, you gonna
that's pretty
stock
nice.
there or what?
Gonna try. I mean that
With their fucked up back room that we saw that one day.
it's not too bad.
Yeah, good luck finding the shit that you need.
I mean, there's also Dollar Tree. That's an option.
Dollar Tree, Dollar General, same thing.
Different companies.
Different company, same thing.
I mean, no, there's been some issues with the family and all, health wise.
Well, we don't gotta get into that if you don't want to.
No, not getting into it. It's just yes, how I'm doing. There's that. Other than that, I mean, yeah, man, things are going pretty good.
Well, that's good.
I
I'm
mean,
glad.
I'm trying to make the best I can out of some bad situations. But hey,
Well, that's just life.
it
That's
is
life.
It is life.
John Sinatra once said that.
Did he?
Yeah. What's our topics?
All right. Well, I don't know. Can you read?
I can't read them. David wrote the topics on the topic board, and I can't read his handwriting.
Yeah,
I
have
Well, I know what you have,
doctor's
but
hand note.
I don't think I can say it.
What, a brain tumor?
No.
Dysgraphia?
I don't know what that means.
Dysgraphia is kind of like dyslexia, but for locomotive skills.
Oh, I can relate. I have dyslexia.
Yeah, but imagine that. But imagine if your hand-eye coordination. So your
when did you realize you had dysgraphia? Because I realized I realized I had dyslexia very recently.
I always had an issue with writing,
Uh-huh.
like hand motor skills is my tumor. So I asked my mom what I have. Turns out it's called dysgraphia.
Damn.
It's very similar to dyslexia, but instead of affecting the eyes, it affects hand motor skills, which unfortunately explains a lot of the issues I had, especially with cursive. Imagine that, trying to write in cursive.
I can't. I don't blame you. I can't write cursive. I have no idea how to.
Remember in our 4th grade class, the cursive license?
Cursive
where
license?
Where you get this little tag thing that says you learned cursive. I never got that.
I didn't either. I don't think we ever actually learned cursive.
They tried teaching it to us.
They taught us. Well, okay, they taught us parts of cursive, but they were never like, "This is all the letters in cursive. This is how you write cursive." We just wrote sentences sometimes in cursive, which I retained 0% of that information.
Yeah, same.
Literally none.
I
know how to write Z because Z looks like a 3 in cursive, and that's how I remember.
I don't even I look at cursive and it's like I'm looking at a foreign language.
Yeah, I can't read cursive. I can make it out, but some letters are.
I don't even write my name in cursive. When they ask me to sign, I just write my name in print.
Where did cursive come from? Why do we have cursive?
I have no idea. I was gonna pull something out of my ass.
Because you know how Japanese has katakana and what's it, hiragana?
Yeah.
Is that our form of that? But cursive is for that.
Cursive, I think, was just. I think it came about because if you notice, our keyboard has print letters.
Yeah.
Which are a bit more easier to write and draw, and
So was cursive? You're saying cursive was our original way of writing, but
I believe cursive was the original way, back during Old English when English was first coming about.
Is this just an assumption, or?
This is an assumption. I am not well versed on the development of languages, so I have no idea why.
Do you think if you took
this is me
an individual settlement and you isolated them, and you tried to teach them a language. Could you do it?
Like any language?
Yeah. We've had this conversation before. I don't know if you remember.
If you isolate the settlement?
If you found a random ass settlement of like Indians or something, maybe I shouldn't say I don't know, some kind of tribe or something, undiscovered, untouched. And
yeah, I think it'd be possible. I just don't know how to go about it.
Interesting, because that's different from the answer you used to give. You used to say it would be impossible. You'd be like, it'd be impossible to teach him that language. Character development.
I mean, I guess back then I just didn't fucking... Look, man, I was a dumb kid, alright?
Yeah, but we argued for like a whole hour about this. This wasn't even when you were a kid. This was like probably like 2 years ago.
I'd say...
We had like a full-on argument.
I'd say it was like 3, 4, not 2.
No, it was like
not
2. So you do remember.
Ago. I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, it was like 2. For sure.
It was pre-pandemic. I know that.
Yeah, pre-pandemic was 2 years ago, right?
The pandemic's been going on for 2 years.
Yeah.
Since
So 2 years ago.
No, technically 3 years, since 2019. That conversation was pre-pandemic.
Yeah, end of 2019 though.
So it's about 3 years.
We're not at the end of 2022. So it's not 3 years.
Hold on.
Wait, 2020, 2021. Yeah, it's like
2019, 2020, 2021.
Yeah, but at the end of 2019.
So it's been about 3 years.
Okay, maybe about 3 years. About.
All right. So yeah, 3 years.
Yeah, but not in America. In America, it's been for like 2.
You know, honestly, I don't even remember the arguments that I was giving. I was probably just arguing with you just because I like to be contrarian sometimes. Because I do that right now.
He finally admits it. So when he argues with me sometimes, keep that in the back of your mind, folks, that his argument is probably invalid.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. I when I'm on this podcast, I will not try to play devil's advocate unless I'm asked to. I will give my foremost opinion and my foremost expression.
How do I know that? Because back in the day, I thought that was your actual opinion.
I'm giving you my word.
Maybe that was your opinion. Maybe you just changed your mind.
I'm giving you my word right now.
What does that mean?
that
you could give me my word and then stab me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stab.
I'm not gonna stab you.
I'm not gonna stab you in the back.
We'll see about that.
What does that mean?
We'll see about that, David. David.
What? Are you threatening me to stab you in the back?
David Johnson.
I don't understand this reference.
Okay, anyway.
Are you calling me like the Cave Rat Johnson from Portal?
Cave Rat John. It's Caveman Johnson. Ratman and Cave Rat. Ratman and Cave Johnson are 2 different characters. You would know if you were a real Portal fan, okay?
Well, that's because I'm not. Because I've been holding off playing it for the channel, which is dead.
It's not dead, okay? You just haven't reached out to me and been like, yo, you want to record?
You don't have time to edit. I understand that.
I don't have time to edit. I don't have to edit. We could just do like lazy ass, let's plays, because we're lazy ass.
Yeah, but you won't. Yeah, but then you won't feel satisfied with them.
Yeah, but I don't have time to be satisfied with them.
But won't that affect what you're putting out there? Don't you want to put out?
Yeah, sure, obviously.
So, I mean, like...
But it's either we do it or we don't.
We could always just, live stream it.
We could live stream it.
And then just upload the live stream onto Showhippies.
Isn't that just game night?
It's game night, but instead it's more like a let's play. Like
let's play night?
Well...
no, because even that, I would be like, man, I want to edit this.
So, I mean, why?
I don't know. Because, okay. How much work do you feel like goes into a normal Let's Play with no editing? If you just talk into a mic while you're playing over a game for like 20 minutes and you upload that, are you really satisfied with that?
I feel like the content of like what we talked on the video and like the jokes we made in the video.
If it was
would outweigh
super,
it.
as if it was super super funny. Now here's the thing. Recently, I uploaded part of our era. Are you itching your balls again?
Yes, my balls are very itchy.
You should get that checked out. Recently, I uploaded part of our air ride thing to my channel, but I didn't really edit much of it. I just took out like the ending half where you shit your pants.
You actually uploaded it?
No, I took that part out. I actually took out the entire ending part, like hours of it, and I didn't really edit it. But the reason I didn't edit it because I thought I was sitting there and I was watching it while I was thinking about editing it. And I was like, you know what? This is pretty good on its own. It doesn't really need to be edited. So there are times like that where I'm like, okay, if it's that good, then yeah, maybe it doesn't need to be edited. The problem is like, it's hard to be that entertaining. You know what I mean? Can't really. It's hard to do that consistently.
I get you. It's just we can't always shoot for like 100% perfection every time.
You can try.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. I mean, I think the need to edit some videos kind of holds back the production.
Yeah, it definitely does. But
and then like the videos will never get out there. Then
they usually get out there after editing.
Yes, which you see what I mean.
If we had somebody to edit our videos, I would be okay. The problem is like I would want to also supersede that editing and be like, oh, this is good.
So they send you the copy, and you're like, yeah, man.
Yeah, but I don't know where to find an editor. I have no idea where to begin, or if I don't know where to go to find an editor. You know?
Well,
what I
where'd
mean?
you go? Where'd you find your model from?
That's different.
Couldn't you just look it up the same way? Like, isn't there
You
listings
could, but
for
I
editors?
want this. I want the same editor over and over again. You can't do that on that website.
I mean, yeah, but there's probably ways to find like editors who are looking for like consistent work.
Yeah, but I feel like all the like super serious editors aren't gonna work for somebody as small as me or us. This just won't.
Yeah, true, but there's probably small time editors who are good at what they do, who would be willing to do
Yeah,
it.
but where do you find them?
I don't know what the websites
Exactly.
to go to, but yeah, have you tried looking it up?
Findmeeditors.com.
Have you tried looking it up?
Not really. Because I don't know where to begin. I don't know where
You
to
could
start.
just Google editors need, or go on Reddit and there's
Reddit.
there's a whole like section of Reddit dedicated to people who are looking for like jobs and tasks.
So they can put fucking Doge in my video? I don't think so.
Well then,
No, thank you.
Well then you can just say, hey man, I don't want Doge in my video. And then they'll be like, okay, sure, you're the boss. It's your video. Boom. I mean,
Stop trying to solve the issues I have.
no, because there are issues that also affect work that I put my stuff into as well.
First of all, we haven't done Showhippies on the channel like in the way that it used to be in a very long time.
I know, because this is more convenient.
Also, you made the claim on a past. My headphones just died, but it doesn't matter because I can't hear anything anyway. You said, I want you to look and find, because there were some air ride videos you never uploaded. I looked. There are no air ride videos we never uploaded. Every video we recorded, for the most part, other than the ones that fucked up horribly, was uploaded.
Yeah, but the big thing is it's hard to maintain a good upload schedule. You know what I mean? Like a good it's like with this it's pretty easy.
What, streaming?
I mean like
Yeah, streaming, you just stream and then that's it. It's up there.
Yeah,
the VOD
so
stays
I
up
mean,
for a while.
so-
If you want to keep the VOD forever, you just upload it to a separate YouTube channel.
So I mean like
The problem is like most people aren't gonna sit and watch like a 6-hour fucking VOD. You know what I mean? If you make like a 10-minute YouTube video or like a 20-minute YouTube video, even that's like way better for someone to like sit down and consume than a 6-hour VOD.
I get it, but like,
I don't watch 6-hour VODs unless it's a streamer I really, really like.
I would like to do Showhippies again like that, and like to record like that. It's just for one, I would like videos to get out there, and I know you get overworked with a lot of stuff that's going on in your life. Man, topping that on streaming. That's just my point there. Like,
no, I get you. I just don't know where to find an editor.
Just I don't know. This is just. Does anyone in chat know where to find editors?
No, I'll just Google it.
All right, then Google it.
I'll be like, editors are us or some
then
shit.
Fucking Google it then, man.
I'm not gonna Google it now. We're doing a podcast.
Of course. But when you get the chance, Google it. I mean, like, of course, it's also your money because I don't have money right now. But like, I mean.
Yeah, I have to pay that. I don't even know what the rates are. Like, I don't know what.
Yeah,
what,
I mean.
Like, if I want to get a 20-minute video edited, how much does that cost? I have to figure out. So, and then I have to be like, this is how I want it edited. And I don't even know how I want it edited until I see the video. You know?
Well, then, I mean, like, just, like, I mean, they send you work in progress, and you're like, yeah, man, this is good. No, man, this is bad. Hey, can you cut this part out? Hey, can you do this funny right here?
Can you do this funny for me?
You know, like.
Can you make this funny?
We haven't even touched our topics yet. I mean, like.
We'll get to them.
Yeah, we'll get to them. But like.
We'll get to them.
Like, yeah, man. I'm not trying to get on you about it. I mean, I know you're busy.
No, I know you're not. And if you were, I would just tell you to fuck off. I'm just kidding. We don't have any unedited videos or anything right now. There's nothing to put up.
I know. It's just there's also a lot that I want to do with Showbiz too. You know.
Yeah, I think a recording YouTube format, not just live streaming, offers a lot. The problem is like, yeah, you got to make time for all this shit, and it's not easy. Okay, when you work 10 to 11 hours a fucking night.
I mean, I could say we could
until 5 a.m. and then you have to sleep, and you end up sleeping until fucking 8 p.m. and then you wake up and then you have to stream until fucking 5 a.m. and then you go to bed and then you do it all over again.
It's just hard on the schedule. I get that. That's why it's not something I really ever try to like talk about too much.
Yeah, but you could always I don't mind. You could just be like, yo, you want to do Showhippies? And I'll be like, yo, I'll try to make some time.
I would like to do it.
It just probably will be a while until it gets edited, but it'll get edited eventually.
I'd like to do that. It's just like that's a part of the editing part. It's like a big part of it,
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Because like I mean, here's my thing. What I would shoot for the bare minimum is like if we did like at least 3 videos like a week. I would slightly expect the videos to be out that week,
Either way, I'm gonna have to hire an editor for fucking something because I can't do my channel, Showhippies. So I can't and stream and work 11 hours a day and edit all that shit. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I've realized I'm a human, and unfortunately.
How are we gonna transfer the file? That's another big part.
I don't know. There's probably a way. I have fucking no idea. I don't know how how a YouTuber and an editor will get files to each other. I literally don't know. Dropbox? I don't know.
How
does it keep the quality? Like, I have no idea.
It's almost like we went into this whole thing without doing any research whatsoever.
Yeah, we did. Hey, to be fair, some of the videos we made, I still think are actually genuinely really good. Some of the split control Minecraft videos we did are honestly hilarious.
You know what I wish we still had?
That world?
No.
What?
I wish we saw the Doki Doki videos.
The Doki Doki videos are an unfortunate casualty of the business.
An entire night of recording.
Yeah, no,
gone.
we literally so the Doki Doki story is David has seen stuff from Doki Doki. I had heard about Doki Doki, but I didn't know exactly what it was. So David was like, I think it was you that suggested playing it.
No, here's what happened. All right, so you actually played a little bit with Dennis. You got to the Sayori scene.
Wait, it was me?
Yeah, I started playing it at my brother's, right? but you were texting me when I was playing it about it,
Uh-huh.
and you said, "Dude, we should record this."
Oh.
And so then I stopped playing it.
Oh.
I got as
Yeah,
far
you're
as the
right.
first day. I stopped playing. I'm like, I told my brother Wayne to suggest, "Hey, you should play this," and I was like, "I'm gonna."
Your brother Wayne tried to do you dirty.
So I stopped, and then that's what happened. I went over to your place, and me and Zach recorded all of Doki Doki from like
From the
what?
start to the fucking very end in
9
one night.
9 o'clock to 6 a.m.
Yeah, it was like 6 a.m. when we finished or some shit.
It was when we were in high school too, I believe.
I think we were in high school at the time, yeah.
We had to
Were
get
we?
ready
Yeah,
for school. That day.
Wait, no, we didn't. I wouldn't have stayed up. No fucking way. I would have fucking. No, it was summer. It had to be summer or something, or we were on some kind of break. If it was high school,
Maybe it was a
I don't even
weekend.
remember. Maybe, I don't know. It was fucked up though, and then we lost. Well, we didn't lose all the footage. Well, we did technically lose all the footage, but not in the way that
How did I
before was
lose it
uploaded.
again?
If I'm being honest, I don't remember. I just know it was
Oh.
all gone.
You remember?
I don't remember. I remember the
Um,
videos were on the channel. They actually made it up.
I remember what happened. If you want to know what happened,
I don't remember what happened. Well,
it's
if it's a personal matter, let's not
no,
get into
it's
it.
not. It's just that you were feeling dissatisfied with the channel, so you deleted the channel.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
pretty much
maybe.
it.
Maybe, okay. Yeah, that was one of the channels. And then one of our channels,
One of the three.
yeah.
4.
I've never ever seen this happen. And this was when we were young. So we were more afraid.
This was back when I was at the apartment and you were in that room over there.
I have no idea. I don't know which one it was.
there's
My
one of the
timelines
fonts.
got mixed because we've had like 3 different channels, and the last one we had is the only one that's like managed to stay up.
The very first one got screwed over because of font.
A font company fucked us over. We used a font basically in our header or something, and I didn't think this was like a thing that actually mattered because apparently I looked it up afterwards. Most companies like don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're not gonna send out anything like that or whatever. So for whatever reason, these people cared, and they got fucked over because of that. So.
Why did we lose our channel over it though?
I got worried and I deleted it. I was like, shit, what do we do? I think that's what they asked us to do. I don't remember. It was fucked up though, and it was probably something. Now that I'm looking back on it, I'm thinking like, we probably shouldn't have done that because I think we were being taken advantage of. Now that I'm really thinking about it. But I don't know, I was fucking young. I was scared. I didn't know. I was like, shit, what's gonna happen? So, and plus I didn't know back then. I think that was the one that the Doki Doki stuff was under. I think. And I just never re-downloaded the videos because I didn't know you could. At the time.
Remember when you were living in that room right down there?
The closet, the Harry Potter closet I used to live in.
And I think I was spending the night, and we were playing Five Nights at Freddy's 2. No, it was
We played FNAF 2 in that room. I don't even
that
remember.
wasn't FNAF 2. It was FNAF 4.
FNAF 4?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember this. I think that was in this. In here.
No, it wasn't in here.
Who fucking knows?
I specifically remember because I remember your loft bed that you never slept in because there was a spider in there.
My waft bed?
Your loft bed.
Oh.
That you never slept in there because there was a spider.
No, hang on. You're making me sound like a bitch.
Well, I'm sorry.
These
That's
were not
what
just
you
spiders. These are like actual black widows, okay, that could poison me. And there was a nest under my mattress. Because it was like super fucking old.
Did you ever tell your dad or something?
Yeah, we got people. We got people in there to kill them because they were like babies, like everywhere.
When they were killed, they just started sleeping up there.
Yeah, because they were exterminated. I didn't have any fear. You think I'm scared of spiders?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm scared of black widows. Dude,
Well,
they don't.
brown recluse.
They're not likely to kill you. Black widows.
Shit. Do you know
Everything I read, like they're not actually likely to like murder you, but they will put you in the they can put you in the hospital if they bite you, and I don't want that. So.
Did you know we're getting a whole new species of spiders this spring?
What, like they're the government is loading out a whole new species? Why'd you say it
No,
like that?
but no. There's an invasive species from Asia that's been spreading across the
Bro,
U.S.
you said it like,
And
bro, did you
it's
know we're getting a new type of spider this spring?
yeah, I'm talking about for our area.
Spider reveal.
It's called a Joro spider, and they're harmless. They're like daddy long legs. They can't bite you. Their fingers are too small to bite you, but they're big. They're like maybe this big.
I'm actually just not.
They're like larger than a quarter.
I legitimately am not scared of spiders. Well, certain types. If it's like a brown house spider, I don't care. I'll just like I'll squish it and then move on with my day. If it's a have you ever seen garden spiders?
They're
like
big.
in bushes?
Yeah.
My grandma has those like all over her house because she has like a bunch of like plants and shit in her backyard. She has garden spiders that will make like these big ass webs, and they're giant spiders with like all these colors on them and shit. Apparently, they're harmless, I think, but if I saw a spider like that, I'd be like, my immediate thought would be like, this motherfucker's poisonous. I'm not touching this fucker. He's got to die, or
Well,
I
yeah,
just can
because
never go here
typically
ever again.
bright colored things in nature mean poison.
Yeah, it could have been poisonous or it was harmless. She said it was harmless, but it could have just been to not freak me out. So I don't know. It was fucking massive though. I hate garden spiders. They're terrifying. The big yellow ones are with I think so. I remember it being yellow and black, but yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I just know it was massive. If I saw that just hanging around my room, I would actually just never go in that room again.
There's a type of spider, right?
Yeah.
That attacks prey like a pack animal, like how wolves attack things in packs. What the spiders will do is they'll lure it and kind of like nudge it into a bush, and then once it falls in the bush, it'll all start swarming the thing that fell on it.
Are you afraid of spiders?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I have arachnophobia.
What's your worst phobia? Your worst fear?
My worst fear.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, my worst fear was of the dark. I was really afraid of the dark. Now I'm just kind of like not really afraid of it.
That was your worst fear?
When I
love the dark when I'm sleeping.
when I was a kid, I think my worst fear right now is it's actually something. It's actually something kind of
being alone. That's my
No.
worst fear.
It's like cosmic events.
Cosmic?
Like an asteroid hitting the Earth, asteroid hitting my house.
That's just actually
Earth getting hit with a gamma ray burst.
so pointless to be afraid of
Fucking geological shit like an earthquake happening and fucking my whole bedroom with
that.
my
I'm not afraid
shitty
of that.
roof crushing me.
Well, to be fair, if that happened, I would be afraid of it. But I'm not afraid of the idea of that happening because if it does, what do you do about it?
Here's
There's
my
nothing you can.
here's my thing. Storms like hurricanes.
Yeah.
If it's like a category 1 or category 2, that doesn't bother me.
No, tornadoes are actually fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
I will say.
tornadoes, yes. But if it's category 3 or 4, fuck man, those terrify me. Like I hope to God we never get hit with category 5.
Do you know how many times we have tornado warnings in our area and they just never
lot.
happen? How many times we've been terrified that like holy shit at any minute we could just die.
And
we've just never been hit.
There's been tornadoes in our areas.
Our area.
We've
I
never-
mean like our specific neighborhood.
yeah,
We've lucked out quite a bit.
We have.
We've
But
lucked out quite a
to be
bit.
fair, Virginia doesn't get that many tornadoes per year. Virginia and in general gets, I think, what I last
I feel
checked.
like at least every other year there's like a big significant tornado or something that's like coming through our area and we're like, well, get in the bathtub.
Every year Virginia gets, I think, at least 11 tornadoes per year.
I don't want any tornadoes per year.
Then I want to go to West Virginia
I'm moving to Hawaii.
because West Virginia apparently has
Almost
like
heaven.
1 or 2 tornadoes per year.
1 or 2 per year in West Virginia?
Yeah, because West Virginia's all mountainous.
Yeah,
dude.
but they have Mothman.
Dude, is it West Virginia?
West Virginia's Mothman, yeah. I think
Yeah.
so.
Well, that's cool. That's cool though. That's like some cool shit.
We're just regular Virginia. We
Shit,
don't have
you know
anything
what's
cool.
one thing we didn't talk.
Wait, do we have the Loch Ness Monster? Is that in Virginia?
That you're referring to the Busch Gardens ride.
No. No, I mean.
That's the Loch Ness like that.
Busch Gardens is in Virginia?
Yes. Busch
Oh,
Gardens is in Virginia. Same.
I knew it was close to us.
Williamsburg,
Oh,
which is on the way to Richmond, which is
yeah,
near
but they have
us.
Busch Gardens parks in other places, right?
Yes, Busch Garden, Tampa, Florida.
The only thing we get is flood like every. Oh yeah, Goth lives in West Virginia. The thing we get is a flood like every 100 years and mine cave-ins. Didn't you say you wanted to go explore caves, David?
Yes, I do.
Why? Because this actually leads into my fear.
Well, here's the thing. Specifically, I want to do swim. It's actually kind of really dumb. I want to get like a large group, like a large team, right, of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like 20 or 30, maybe 50 people. And I want to go. I wanted to like explore and maybe like fully map out the Paris catacombs. I want to go in there because there are people who are generally lost in there, and I figure gathering with some people like I have like a small rescue mission to gather people out there.
Aren't the Paris catacombs fucking massive?
They are. They're very massive.
So how big of a team of people do you need to ensure you're not going to get lost?
I would say ideally you would at least need a team of like 100 people. It'd be like a large group of people. You'd have to have like groups of maybe like 10 gathering together. So that way people don't get lost. You have to like have mappers so that way you can map out the catacombs and keep a record where you're going. But I want to go in there because there's people in there who are lost who need to come out, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that there's so much history that we haven't even covered yet because the Paris catacombs have never been fully explored. They're that
good luck
big.
with that.
I mean,
I don't think I'd ever go down there. Fuck that.
it's also on a similar topic
Don't
that we
people
did last
party
week.
down there like all the time?
Some parts of it, yeah. There's also rumor there's a whole bunch of satanic rituals going on in there. Because there's a theory that the Paris catacombs has the gateway to hell in it. There's a whole movie about it.
Who made the catacombs? Do we know? They're just hanging out there.
I don't know exactly who made it, but I know it was made by the French people at some point.
Well, just ask the French.
The walls are literally made with the skulls of the dead, so I mean,
well,
it's a bit. But on the topic of the whole Mothman stuff, this something I completely forgot we didn't bring up when we were talking about paranormal stuff. Do you believe in anything like fucking Bigfoot or fucking Bigfoot, Mothman, fucking like the cryptids?
Not really, no. Not really. The thing is, like, do I believe there's undiscovered species that someone has seen before and maybe freak the fuck out over? Sure. But I think if it was as rare and as outrageous as Bigfoot or like Mothman, someone probably would have seen it by now. And like, I don't know. I feel like there'd be more info on it.
Or got on their shotgun and.
Because the thing is, like, I think you could make a case for like the ocean that there could be something fucked up in the ocean that we just don't know about because there's so much of the ocean that's unexplored.
Yeah.
But I think forests and stuff, things on land, I don't know. I feel like it's hard to. I feel like we would have found that by now, if it's above ground, you know.
Not really like a new species, but there are still like hundreds or even thousands of like uncontacted tribes still.
Yeah.
And even tribes that we know of, but just that no one really messed with. Like there's a tribe on a chain of islands near India.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Didn't they kill a guy and we got really upset about it?
Cameraman came over there and they shot the cameraman with an arrow. Then a rescue helicopter came over there to rescue the people, and they were firing arrows at the helicopter.
Did they rescue him?
I think, I'm not sure. I do know there's stuff like that in the Amazon too. There's still like uncontacted tribes, people, but governments are say don't go near them, don't mess with them.
Well, yeah, it's probably smart.
Of course, because
if you want to live.
Well, even if they want to live.
Oh, because disease.
Disease, yeah. Not even just that. It's like they're.
I think we actually someone made contact with the tribe you're talking about. later on, and because there's photos or something of them giving them something, and then apparently they left.
I do know there's like a crashed like a ship on that island near the India.
Uh-huh.
Then that the tribes people are like getting the metal from to make like iron spears.
That's cool.
So,
They're innovative.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean,
And murdering.
I just think it's kind of interesting that like while we're sitting here talking, there's people like that who are still living like in the Stone Age.
Of course.
It's so interesting to me.
Why?
Because it seems like it's interesting that as far as we have come, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's still small remnants of what most of humanity once was. Still living the same way that our ancestors did so long ago. I just think it's kind of
Makes
incredible
sense
to me.
Because the Earth is so big.
It is indeed.
Yeah, you're going to get people that want to continue those traditions. What if some guy just randomly went off? Right? He was a part of society, and he just went off. And he brought his, like, wife. And they started a tribe completely unique from anything else.
Just him and his wife?
Well, okay, that's...
Because
this is going a little...
This tribe is...
No, hang on. Okay, let's set up a different scenario. Set up a different scenario. Hang on.
Sweet home.
Let's say there are other people involved. A group of people that set up their own tribe, and they taught... They taught each other their own like language. They made it up. And their own ways of living, which was disconnected from the rest of the world. So you could just, boom, you have a tribe in the making. It's probably not that easy, but you know what I mean. You could just do that.
You could. I mean...
If enough people were dedicated enough, why not?
Yeah, I mean, that's how colonization started.
Nobody's really going to do that. I think most humans enjoy living in, like, civilizations and stuff.
Of course, there's benefit to living in civilized communities.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to go back to walking through the fucking woods?
And they get my taxes.
Like gathering your berries and stuff and shitting on the grass floor. Who wants to go back to that? Who wants to go back being prey for wolves and tigers? I don't.
It's kind of like those Reddit island people meme about making about what? It's kind of like those Reddit island people meme about making just without modern amenities.
Question: could you move that over to that screen because I can't read any of that?
What, this right here? Oh, it's too small for your little tiny eyes.
Yeah, my
little baby boy eyes.
I've been having some vision stuff.
Well, it's right here and right here now, so we have both chats we could see.
There we go. That works.
Yeah. No, you could just do it if you want. I mean, I don't know who would want to though. It's probably why they're getting rarer still.
Crazy people, maybe people who are following like some crazy religions.
I'm really glad you're putting your foot on my console stand.
I'm sorry. I'll take it off.
Because I was always wondering why my N64 gets like further and further back from the bottom of the shelf, and I was like, how does that happen? Because I don't touch the shelf. And now that I just saw your foot on it from the corner of my eye, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Are you pushing it back? You asshole.
But yeah, you could. I mean, I don't see anyone doing it. I mean, I see some people doing it, but I mean,
let's start a tribe, David.
All right.
Fuck streaming. Who needs it? Let's go. Let's stream a tribe. Let's stream the making of a tribe.
That'd be fun. I mean, it'd be. I mean, you technically
It wouldn't be fun. You would create it and you would be like, I gotta like go back now, guys. Good luck.
It'd be a nice little side project. Get some land and just see what you can do.
They're gonna be like, where are you going? I'm going back to civilization. Just giving up on the tribe.
No, I mean like having like a little side project, you know, like that.
I got my side tribe.
Like, you go, you know, it's kind of like working on like like something in your shop, you know. Except you're
Except you're
you're buying a whole thing of land, and you're just going there, and you're getting out the you're getting out the sticks, and you're banging the bone drums, you know.
What do you think is the most superior language?
Uh,
This isn't fucked up to talk about, right? It's not like white nationalists or anything. It's just
like
language.
like the language that sounds the best. I mean, I think Welsh sounds the best. Welsh sounds pretty.
You don't.
Welsh sounds
Welsh
pretty.
is fucked up.
Welsh sounds pretty.
Not even Welsh people like Welsh.
All right, well, I like Welsh. All right. I am all for Wales' independence. Fuck the crown.
I don't care. Welsh can do whatever they want to do, okay? I'm just saying their language is strange. I
Yeah,
feel
of
like
course.
there's no... I'm just making sure, you know. It's not racist to say...
I mean, the
language
Germans
to
have a
compare
weird language.
languages. Yeah.
The Germans have a very weird
The Germans
language.
do have a weird language.
Every other language pronounces things differently, like ambulance, ambulance. Then the Germans just have something like Krankenwagen.
I think
Like-
underwater is Unterwasser or something. Like
Unterwasser.
It's very similar or something to underwater.
Like
yeah.
like German just sounds so aggressive all the time for no reason.
No, I like Germans. Now you're just being mean to Germans.
No, not being mean to Germans. I said that their language sounds aggressive, not them.
Yeah, but they can't help it. It's their language.
Of course, but technically their language is what
What does
they're.
Peltar want?
Actually, no. Language is the fault of the people who have the language.
God damn it. Alright, wait, what?
What was that?
Language is the fault of the people of the... What?
Like English is the only way it is because the people before us helped push it along.
Have you ever tried learning another language?
Yes, I have. It's not
What
easy.
language?
I tried learning a little bit of Spanish and I tried learning a little bit of Japanese.
You better finish that first.
Tried.
Yeah,
I
okay.
learned a little Japanese.
I got really into Japanese for a while, and I was actually learning a lot, and then I just stopped. I don't know why. It's really sad, actually, because I was making a lot of progress, and I was actually enjoying learning it.
I want to learn Gravanese, though.
It's an interesting language. Gravity? Oh, fuck off.
Gravanese.
Fuck off! Shut up. You said I read Gravanese, okay? You said Grabanese. Gravanese? Fuck you. Why are there so many...
I made that on top of mine.
Why are there so many Ligma jokes?
I don't know, man. But
Did we ever tell the story of the first time you got me with Joe?
okay, all right. So this is back in like I think 20. It was before. If that was also before
No,
the
this was
pandemic.
recent. It was like 2020. Probably.
It was like 2020ish. Zach still had
Early
his desk
2020,
over
I
there.
think.
I came over to play a little bit of Skyrim.
Was it Skyrim?
It was
How
Skyrim.
do you remember this shit?
And I was having some trouble with some mod stuff. And Zach over here was
Let me preface this. I used to work with a guy named Joe. His name was Joe.
and
Like,
and,
actually.
and what happened was, early that day I saw a video posted by PewDiePie about the Joe Mama jokes, and I was like, oh okay. Zach also saw that apparently too.
I didn't see the video. I saw the thumbnail. And what's funny is I put together what he was, like, what the joke was before I watched the video. Because PewDiePie's videos are something... It said, like, who's Joe in the title. And I was like, what do you mean, who's Joe? And then I pieced it together. I was like, oh, it's like Joe Mama or something.
and then so
Before the meme even got big, before I even knew it was a meme, I pieced that together just from that video title. And then, like, 2 days later, David came over.
yeah, and
did
I
this
was
shit
like,
to me.
I was like, hey, by the way, Joe, want me to let you know he broke his leg.
And I was like, who's Joe?
That's a Joe.
Because I was like, how do you know Joe? Because Joe's the guy I work with. So I was like, wait, is it the same Joe we're talking about? That's what that's the process I went in my mind. So in order to determine if it was the same Joe, I asked him, who's Joe? And he said, he hit me with the Joe Mama. I actually worked with a guy named Joe. It's like the most like disadvantaged state you could possibly be in walking into a trap like that.
I know. And it was glorious. I've never had another moment like that ever since.
Oh, yeah, you never have. That's
Oh
not
no, I
true.
did the Grabanese thing was really good right
You
there.
said Gravanese. Like I heard Gravanese. That's why I was confused. If I heard Grabanese, I would have been like red alert alarms would have been going off in my head. I would have known.
Well, remember we were talking about Japanese, then I said Grabanese.
Shut up.
And that's what was going on. But
No, I just wanted to know if you ever tried to learn another language and if you got out of it like I did because you got lazy or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was in honors English
Okay, you speak the language.
when I was in high school.
I have a significant amount of British in my blood. Okay, I am a true English.
Apparently, you
man.
said you're related to the crown.
The what? I said my great grandmother through like ancestry after ancestry after ancestry is partially related to like the Queen's family through like a long line of ancestry to the point where it doesn't fucking matter. Okay.
Oh, all right. Well,
But it was just an interesting tidbit that I figured out. Because my great grandmother used to live in London. She was born there. And she lived through the bombings of World War II. Was that in London?
The bombings of London during World War II, yes.
Yeah, okay.
The Blitzkrieg,
Random
yes.
history. And she ended up coming to America at some point, and she had my grandma. My grandma had stayed in America. She had my mom, and yeah, that's where it all came from. So I guess I got a lot of British in me.
For the longest time, my mom said we were Spanish and Irish.
Yeah, you told me
Spanish from my mom's side, Irish from my dad's side, right?
I was like, cool. I have a Hispanic friend now.
But then we
Partially Hispanic.
we went on a test, which is actually recent. Turns out, I'm Scottish, Irish, and a little bit of Italian. Mostly Scottish and Irish. I am the whitest you could possibly be. My mom's friend was joking with her, saying, "Man, you should be so white that you'd be glistening."
You are pretty white.
I'm from freaking Skyrish.
Skyrish. Shut up. I've heard that so many times. I'm Skyrish.
Yeah,
Scottish
no.
Irish.
But crap, man. I'm too.
My dad used to. Well, okay, I actually can't tell. I actually legit can't tell the story.
To me?
No, to stream. I've told you this before. Because it involves my full name, so I can't. I can't divulge it.
Right. Because it's okay for you to dox me, but
I
not
didn't mean to
yourself.
dox you. Okay, that one time that happened. You keep bringing it up, and people are gonna be like, "What? Wait, what? He doxed?" And someone's gonna make a clip or some shit. I think that VOD's actually gone from the stream now. It's uploaded to Showhippies, but I edited that part out. So, because I'm a good friend. Okay. It's gone.
Yeah, Zachary Sanchez.
Wait.
Sanchez.
Sanchez, yeah, that's my last name. What were we talking about? Languages?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, what languages would you like to learn?
Japanese, because I'm a weeb.
Well, then why don't you fucking get off your
Spanish
ass
is
and
cool.
learn
I
it?
want to learn Spanish too, just because there's a lot of Spanish people and Spanish-speaking people in America.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be cool, just so I can know what they're saying. Because I remember one time, I was at work, okay, and these what's the proper way to put this so I don't offend people? Because I'm not a
Fellow
racist. I just don't know how
Americans.
to. Fellow Americans who speak a different language. No, they're Hispanic people. I think that's the proper way to say it. No disrespect, but I remember, you can understand certain things in a language if you like listen and you pay attention to what it is they're saying in what ways. And there were these people that were coming down one of the aisles, and they were looking at me, and they kept saying something, and all I heard was America, something American, and they were pointing at me and laughing, and I was like, what? I was like, what's going on here? What are they laughing at? And I kept hearing America, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why are they pointing at me and laughing? I wanted to know. It could have just been a harmless little meme, but I just, I was curious. Aren't you ever curious whenever you hear something like that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have called them out on
here's
it.
my
Who knows?
here's my thing. I want to learn these languages, right?
Mhm.
For a similar reason. I want to learn
So you can be like, I know what you're saying. Fuck you.
Yeah, something like that, or like let's say I learn Spanish, right? I would learn
We all
Spanish
speak American.
just so that way one of those Spanish guys are saying something about me, right? I can I can joke with
I
them
don't
about
ass-
myself back in Spanish. So it's like, yeah, I know what you said.
The thing is like
Like a little bit of, ha, I know this language.
I
I
don't
don't know if it's a little bit
assume.
pretentious.
Yeah, it does sound a bit pretentious. I don't assume. They're you should never assume people are just talking about you. But when they're pointing and they're saying like American or whatever, it's kind of hard to be like, well, shit, well, what the fuck? I want to know now.
I also want to learn like Japanese and Chinese. That way, when I go to these restaurants, I can understand if they're talking bad about me.
Wait, do Japanese restaurants in America speak in Japanese?
Some of the workers, yes.
Oh,
All
I've
right,
never really been to Japanese
surprisingly,
restaurants.
this is not me being not me racially profiling anything like
You're
that.
not racist. I think we've
I'm
made
not.
that clear.
I'm not.
We
I'm not joking. Like a lot of the Mongolian barbecue restaurants
Oh, no.
and Japanese buffets, right?
Uh-huh.
They have a mix of Asian and Hispanic people working there. That is like that 90%.
Okay, hang
of
on.
them.
I think the reason, like a Japanese restaurant will have Japanese workers in America is probably due to just immigration, like, and starting
Yes,
up businesses and
true.
stuff. That could be the case, which I mean that makes sense.
Maybe, but I mean, like, I don't know because I'm not trying to like
Profile.
I'm not trying to profile, but from what it looks like in our area, that
Sounds
is
bad. I'm not profiling, guys, but I'm just saying.
I'm not profiling.
But I'm just saying.
I'm not racist. I got a black friend. I'm not racist. I had a crush with this black girl once.
Oh god. Hey, I've actually dated a black girl. Okay, I'm exonerated. Just kidding. No, I have. I'm not kidding about that. But
No, I didn't know that.
you didn't know that?
No.
Well, there's a lot of things you don't know about me, David.
Yeah, I know. Because you only talk about your love life with me.
I don't talk about my love life with like anybody. To be fair, I'm very closed about that stuff.
So I mean, like, fuck, man. You could have someone now. I don't even fucking know.
You would never know, and that's the point.
Maybe you can get married. I'm like, well, fuck, dude. I didn't even get to say hi.
Our recent friend, a mutual friend, apparently got married, and we didn't know. So
Yes, our mutual friend.
I think he is our mutual friend. He's your friend.
Yes, he is.
You like him
Yes, I do.
most of the time.
I do. I like him. You know, I know. Even when he does his things.
We can say his name. He's been on not this stream before, but before I started VTubing, I had an actual real life boy stream, and I streamed with David and our friend Dennis and me all together. We played Terraria. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember Terraria.
You had fun playing Terraria, right?
I didn't have fun playing Terraria, yes.
Our friend Dennis.
I genuinely did.
He's a bit of a memer.
Yeah, he's a
He's
a bit of a memer.
He has quite. Stop doing that. Nobody can see what you're doing.
I know. That's the funny part.
He has he enjoys trolling, and he has quite the amount of hours in Terraria compared to me and David. I've played
I
it
have
before.
4 hours.
David has never played it. So we played it for the first time. We streamed it, and in Terraria there are boulders that you can get from the
Dennis
underground.
kept crushing with the boulders.
You can put the boulders down, and they'll slowly roll into somebody else and crush them. And David kept setting them up in ways, or Dennis kept setting them up in ways that David would just would always get crushed by the boulders. It was a good time. When my friend was crushed by a ball in a video game. It's fine if it's in a video game. That was his first experience with Terraria, and I was like, after that stream, I was like, don't let that Terraria experience turn you off from the game. It's actually a really good game.
And yet I've asked to play Terraria with you for a lot of times.
I want to get Dennis back in.
And you were like, no, I don't want to. No,
Don't you want to play with Dennis again?
Well,
okay. Unironically, I looked at David's eyes, and he had like a look of fear in his eyes.
Fair. I would like to play with Dennis again, but I also like to
terrifying.
play Terraria with my homie every now and then. You know.
Dennis isn't your homie?
He's my homie too, but you know what I mean, man. You know what I mean.
I got some clips to send you.
I've asked.
Don't worry, I won't get crushed by a boulder.
I asked you multiple
I
times to
think
play
there was
it.
literally a part in that stream where where you were just like, please don't crush me with any more boulders. And he was like, okay, I won't. And then, like 2 seconds later, you get crushed by a boulder. I was loving it. It was really funny to me, but I don't know. It wouldn't have been funny if it was happening to me. We used to fuck with you all the time.
I know.
Me and this friend, me and Dennis. There were some fucked up things we did. When I was younger, I burnt down an entire treehouse that you and him worked on really, really hard. And it was his idea to burn it down, to be fair. And I thought I was being hilarious. And then you got really upset for a while. And I was like, oh shit. That was when I first learned, maybe trolling can go a little too far. And I pulled it back since then, I think. And then there was one time we played Unturned. Do you remember that?
Let's not bring up Unturned, right?
Unturned.
Let's not bring up Unturned.
It's just fun to troll in games, man.
Not when it happens to you, though.
That's
what I've
look, I will
noticed.
admit I'm a hypocrite. If that happened to me, I'd be like, fuck this. I'm done. I'm not playing anymore. But it's really fun to do it to other people.
I mean, maybe you shouldn't do it to other people then if you can't take it yourself.
I already admitted I'm a hypocrite.
If you can't take it, then maybe you.
But it's funny. If you saw it,
Okay, yeah, but the same argument could be used against you.
Do I feel bad afterwards? Absolutely. Okay, even in the moment I do, but it's still kind of funny. Okay, when you say please don't crush me with boulders anymore, and then Dennis is like okay, and then a second later you get crushed by a boulder. How do I see that and not laugh?
Yeah, true, but I mean, like, you gotta understand that then logic can be used if it was on you too, and you can't be mad.
Yeah, I accept that.
But the thing is,
I'm still gonna get mad about it because I'm a hypocrite.
So I mean, maybe don't do it then.
Yeah, but I've accepted that I'm a hypocrite. I think that's fine.
I mean, I don't think it is. I mean, me personally,
I can't help it. I actually can't help it.
Like real talk, the boulder stuff was actually getting on my nerves. I was trying to
I could tell.
The game.
I could tell.
And it's like that was my first time playing the game.
To be fair, at first he didn't start doing it on purpose. You kept running into the boulders, and then he thought it was funny and kept doing it.
So I mean, like I was trying to like experience the game. I don't even know what's fucking going on because everything was happening so fucking fast.
Yeah, it's hard to play Terraria with people who know how to play because it do be going by quickly, and you just feel so behind.
So I mean, like, I don't even bother playing it alone because it's like, what's the fucking point?
Why? You could learn things. I played it alone when I first started playing.
Yeah, here's the thing. I see it as a multiplayer game, kind of like.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
I can't really play Minecraft by myself.
You know what game
anymore.
we should play together that I think you'd really like?
Don't Starve. Yeah,
Don't Starve
suggested
together.
that too.
One of my favorite games.
But Zach doesn't want to play it with me.
The reason I didn't want to play it was because there was no good way for us to play it on PC together, and that game is better with.
Don't Starve together.
Why didn't you tell me that?
You got me Don't Starve together. You
I
bought it for me.
Oh, I don't know.
You've bought it for me. That's why I've been suggesting, hey, maybe we should play this game. But you've been like, yeah, but you wouldn't like it. You wouldn't get it, David.
Because you... Okay.
And here's the thing. I'm like, I'm willing to give it a try,
No,
man.
here's my defense.
I'm willing to learn.
Don't Starve is the type of game that you would absolutely love. There are aspects of it that you would hate. It has permadeath. I don't think you would like that.
I've recently been getting monster games that have permadeath.
To be fair, it doesn't have actual permadeath. There are ways you can circumvent it, but for the most part, like if you
realize that, like,
I hate that game.
Like,
that is one of my favorite games ever. I love Don't Starve.
You do realize, like, when I play RimWorld, I play on the permadeath mode where you can't fucking like reload a save, right?
Yeah, but you also don't you like use cheats and stuff?
No, not RimWorld anymore. It is in the past, but not really anymore.
I think you would
I'm
like Don't Starve.
I'm challenging myself in games nowadays, Zachary.
Well, I don't know, David.
All right. Well, listen. Maybe when we have time, we should play Don't Starve. Maybe we should stream it.
Yeah, we could stream Don't Starve, and I'll teach you everything, and it'll be like Terraria, where I'll be 10 times ahead of you. No, to be fair, I stopped playing Don't Starve when the Reign of Giants DLC came out, and they've added like a shit ton of stuff before then. If you want a game that has, okay, this is my recommendation. Don't look in chat. Don't read what Goss said. But if you're watching the VOD, okay, I think Don't Starve is a great game. And if you want a game for like, how much is it? Like $15? Probably not even that anymore. I think it goes on
It's
sale for like
30.
$5 regularly. If you want a game that has like hours and hours and hours and hours, like to the point where you can easily put over 1,000 hours in a game for
5
like
bad
super
rats.
cheap. For like super cheap, buy Don't Starve Together or Terraria, either or. Both are fantastic games. I think they did a crossover recently where there was like cosmetics added or something from Terraria.
I'll tell you what I
in each
want. I
game.
want Starbound. I guess Starbound.
Starbound's good. They just don't update it anymore. It
Why
was
don't-
good. It
why
had a
don't they
good
update it?
concept. I don't know. I just think they just wanted to focus on Terraria again.
There was like the thing. I think it was like what Starmaid. Starmaid is kind of like a was literally just Minecraft in
Minecraft?
space.
You and Dennis used to be into that. I never.
I can't even run it now.
I watched a video. It died. Bad dev team. Aw. I love Starbound. I liked it at first when it came out. The problem is the first mission you have to go through is really tedious. Whenever you want to start a new world, you have to go through it, and it sucks. But I loved what like the game was.
You know what sucks
Just wish
about
it had more updates.
about
What?
computers?
What?
Specifically, my computer. Games are now starting to update to the point where my computer can no longer run certain games.
Oh no.
I used to be able to run StarMade. I cannot run StarMade now. I don't know.
It's almost like your computer is dying from all the bloatware you put on it. And
Actually, I don't have that much stuff on it right now. I got rid of a lot.
I feel like you say that, but if I checked,
I
your
got rid of
computer-
a lot of stuff recently.
Me
I don't
and-
know how does it's not as good as yours, right? Because I don't religiously just delete stuff.
I don't
Right.
religiously delete things if I'm not using
If I
it.
install a game, I want to keep it on.
If
there
I'm
so that I
not
can
using it
play
and it's a one-time program that I'm probably never going to use again, I'm not going to keep it on my computer.
Most games that I get, I keep on my computer so that I can just play it.
Most games that I buy on Steam, I play if it's like a linear game, I play one time, that's it. I usually don't replay it.
I don't really buy linear games. I don't.
And if I do, I'll just reinstall it when I want to replay it.
When I seek out a game, I seek out a game that like it has replayability.
Also,
you know?
I have way more games installed right now than I ever have on my Steam library. Games that I don't even play. By that I mean like 10 games.
10 games
Out of
out of
like
how many?
Out of
how many?
like 215, I think.
Wow.
210.
Wow. So you have 10 games out of 210.
Installed, yeah.
I mean, like.
We just live very different computer lives.
Here's the thing. Recently, I got rid of a lot of stuff. So I've been trying to do maintenance to extend the life of my computer, because when you have
An i3
when you wait,
you said you had?
when you have nearly a 12-year-old computer, a computer that is older than most games on the market nowadays, you gotta do some maintenance.
You have a 12-year-old? It's 12 years old? When did it come out?
Zach, you've had it since 2012.
I've not had it since 2012. I don't think so.
It was $1,000 and you got it. It's like $300
It's
now.
not $1,000. First of all, I didn't even get it. It
that's
was
what
a
you
Christmas
told me.
present for my parents.
That's
So
what
yeah,
you-
it was a while ago, but it
that's what-
wasn't
that-
like I don't think it was 2012.
That's what you told me.
I think it was like 2013,
You told me like,
2014.
yeah, the $1,000 computer, man. And I just rolled.
Yeah, it was like $900, not 1,000.
Still, man, it is junk.
It was done in
now.
payments.
It is junk now, man.
Yeah, it is junk, but you know, that's the lifespan of computers, unfortunately. Parts are really expensive right now, and depending on what card you have, it's not even worth it to upgrade, I would say. Like, just keep your computer, wait until prices go down unless you absolutely can't.
My computer can't be upgraded any further. It's not worth it upgraded.
Well, you can't upgrade yours because yours was a pre-built and it was in a form factor that's not very upgradable.
There are some upgrades for it, but it's like it's pointless.
We'll just build.
I could change out my Nvidia GX 630 for a 640. That's the upgrade I can have.
Just build your own.
Oh yeah, right. I'm not gonna spend $10,000 on a fucking graphics card.
You don't have to spend 10,000.
Fuck
Buy a
China.
pre-built and spend 3,000.
Oh man, it'd be nice if I fucking
I'd
could
get
do that
a
right
job. You don't have.
now. I'm fucking looking for
That
it.
sounds fucked up. I didn't mean it in that way. Hang on.
I'm fucking looking for it.
Yeah, I'm saying, in that sense, look, that came off worse than I meant for it to come off. I mean, get a job. What I meant to say is to continue that. Get a job, save up, because right now you don't have really bills to pay. Other than, like, medical stuff.
I have a few medical stuff here and there, but, like...
Yeah, just save up your paychecks and just blow it on a computer and then save the rest of your money, like, down the line when you do have bills. Fuck it, might as well. Dude, when I built my first computer...
trying to get out of that house, man.
When I had my first job and I built this first computer, that's the first thing I did. Because I was like, there's no way I was going to move out on the amount of money that I made, but I didn't have bills to pay. So I just saved up and I just fucking spent it all on a computer. And I slowly upgraded a few parts here and there over time.
And so I'm trying to hurry up too, because my computer is not going to last much longer. It's on its last.
It's on its deathbed.
It's on its deathbed. It's on its last legs. I had to dig out that old motherboard you gave me to replace the other one.
What? You replaced the motherboard?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I had to. There was something wrong with the motherboard.
How did you fit it in there?
I
cut it. I fucking folded it in half and just put it in.
I had to squeeze it in there.
What do you mean squeeze it?
I took a little bit of like a metal cutter to make a little bit of space. All right.
No, you did not.
I did.
You cut the motherboard?
Not the motherboard itself.
Oh, I was about to say, how the fuck did you? How do you?
The casing a little bit.
You cut the case. Oh, okay.
Not the motherboard.
Damn, bro, you're down bad.
Yes, I am.
Well, look, man. Fuck. There's no way I can say this and make it sound good.
I know. I get it.
Look, I'm working on getting a second stream computer right now.
Okay? I know
I need to get one because so I can stream, higher end AAA games without the stream portion of my computer. So everything can run fine with the CPU and everything. Take the strain off the games or whatever. So you got hand-me-downs to look forward to. As much as that sucks, but that's all I could do.
Dude, all of the computers I've ever owned have been hand-me-downs. The computer that I have used to be yours. It was a hand-me-down.
Yeah.
I
just haven't had hand-me-downs to give you in a while because most of the shit that I had was upgraded from my computer. I kept the case.
Look, listen. I don't expect you to do that. I appreciate what you can give me. Yeah, but if I have something
I'm not going to use and you need it, what am I going to do with it?
I mean, I appreciate you helping out every now and then, man, but like, fuck.
Most shit, in my opinion, a lot of this stuff is like a hassle to sell. Computer stuff is a hassle, especially if it's parts. Well, nowadays, probably not, but I don't know. I'd rather not even sell it.
I really miss my old gaming laptop because I had a really good fucking gaming laptop.
Yeah, David, just get someone devoted to you and have their lives devoted to you and spend every single penny on it. Become a streamer. Become an e-boy. Be an e-boy.
Oh, man. You see the thing is I need a computer to stream with.
You can stream probably like indie games. You have good internet.
Zach?
What? You play RimWorld to stream RimWorld.
Zach, I'm having trouble with RimWorld nowadays.
Oh, no.
It's alright. My computer is fucking... It's like the games are going too fast. My computer's on its last fucking...
You have a PS4?
Yes.
Stream off your PS4.
I don't know how to fucking do that shit.
There are videos.
Yeah, of course, there's videos for a lot of stuff you need to do too, but you don't like to listen to videos just as much as I do.
Because most people in YouTube tutorials love to waste time.
Yeah, here's the thing. They have an audience.
If you enjoy this video...
Yeah, because they want to get subscribers. That's what you do to get subscribers. Yeah, but that's not
the only thing they do to waste your time, okay?
Like what?
Sometimes you already know how to do a certain part of the video, and they put that part in. Which isn't their fault, but...
Yeah, so you shouldn't get mad at them. It's your fault.
Then give me timestamps.
You know
how useful timestamps can be in a tutorial?
Yeah, but if they were there, would you look for them? Would you look for them?
Is that what they call a tutorial?
Yes, that was part of the pun for it.
Oh, I didn't know. Welcome to my Minecraft tutorial video. I just ate 30 chicken nuggets and what? Yeah, exactly. It's true though. It's so true. They speak about shit that they don't need to talk about all the time. It's like, what the? I don't need to hear about your day. Just tell me how to fix my problem.
Yeah, you wonder why they do that? You know why they fucking
Because
do
they're
that?
human.
No, because they need to extend the time for the algorithm, so that way they can make money and get their videos seen. Because they have a life.
Is it a good
to build.
tutorial if that's what they do though? Then no.
Well, then blame the platform for making a certain having a
Some
certain
tutorials
way
have
be
like
there.
millions of views on them.
Yes, they do, and most of them.
So if your tutorial is like super good, you can probably just rely on those views. You're not gonna make as much, sure, but you're gonna make something at least. And it's a good video. I don't know, just make good tutorials. Fuck.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, man. Like, there was timestamps there. Would you actually look for the timestamps?
Yes, absolutely yes.
Do you read the description?
Yes.
On videos?
Yes, I always check if there's timestamps. Always. Because more often than not, I know how to do the first part of something, and then I'll end up being like, well, fuck, I encounter a problem, and because I'll usually try and do things myself, because I don't like reading tutorials or like manuals or whatever. And then I'll encounter a problem, and I'll be like, okay, fuck, I need to go back and see what I did wrong. And so I look up a tutorial, and then they go through the part that I did right, and I'm like, okay, I did this part right, and I need the timestamp for the specific part that I know I did wrong, and there's no timestamp. And they're talking about walking their dog and eating chicken.
You know, I'm just saying, man. Like, I feel for people with the potato PCs. I am one of them. That is my people right now.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Actually, most potato PCs nowadays are actually better than mine.
First, turn on your PC. Next to everything, it's obvious. Don't forget to subscribe. Do this really obvious thing you've already done.
I can't even play that $40 game you got me for my birthday.
What game did I get you for your birthday?
Bannerlord.
Wait, what?
I can't even play Bannerlord.
Oh, Chivalry?
No, Bannerlord Mountain Blade.
Mountain Blade Chivalry, same thing.
I can't even play it because the RAM. I have 6 gigs. I have 6 gigs of RAM.
I told you before I bought you that game. I was like, "Is this? Are you sure this is what you want for your birthday? Because I'm almost certain you can't run this game." And you were like, "Yeah, just do it." And I was like, "Okay."
I wanted it, man. It was a good game. It's a game I've been looking forward to for a long time, and I can't even play it.
Well, I told you. I was like, I don't think you're going to be able to run this.
I mean, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, get a better computer, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on it.
To be fair, you have other things to keep you preoccupied. You have a Switch. You have a PlayStation 4. Most people don't have those things, like, at the same time. So you're lucky in that sense.
Yeah.
You can play Red Dead. You
That
can play
is true.
Mario. You can play Fortnite.
I mean, yeah, Fortnite. Okay, now you're making it worse now.
What do you mean? You said you enjoyed Fortnite.
I
on the
enjoyed
Switch.
Fortnite on the Switch. Yes, okay, I did. I get why people like it. It's not a game for me, but I get why people like it. I can see the fun value.
But you enjoyed it. So was it not worth your time?
I mean, just because I enjoyed playing a game doesn't mean it's a game for me.
But you enjoyed it. Most people would describe that as like, yeah, I can play this. Because you said you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed what I played. It's not a game I'd want to spend a lot of time in. It's not a game I want to like play all the time.
He just doesn't want to talk shit about Fortnite.
What do you mean?
I'm just fucking with you. It's funny because sometimes I can say something and I know your response before you even say it, and then I hear it and it's the most satisfying thing ever. It's like, yep, I knew it. I enjoy Elden Ring, but I don't love it. I see the value in Elden Ring, but I don't love it. I don't enjoy it.
Why? Because
I enjoy aspects of Elden Ring. I enjoy the fact that it's open world in some sections, but then it gets not open world, and then I stop liking it. And then you have to fight a boss to progress the game if you want to beat the game. Otherwise, you're just going to be wandering around the open world doing, cool shit, but not shit that, is going to progress you.
I can run dolphin games.
Yeah, I can play dolphin. You can play dolphin games?
Yeah, I guess I can play
Yeah, so
Dolphin.
you can play any game. You can probably play any N64 game you want through emulation. You can probably play any Dolphin game you want through emulation. You
I
can
have
probably
a
play any SNES, any Game Boy, any NES game. You can play any of those games.
DS.
You have a giant library at your disposal. Why don't you just play
Yeah.
those?
I mean, that is a fair point. At least I have that
There's
too.
probably
Yeah.
a ton of games you didn't finish as a kid. Have you ever beaten Ocarina of Time?
Nope.
Boom, play Ocarina.
Here's the thing. Here's the big thing about a lot of these games.
What?
A lot of these games that are sitting in my library, I have not played because I assume we were going to play them on the channel, and I want my reaction to on the channel to be genuine.
What games?
For one, Undertale. For two, Ocarina of Time, Portal, fucking Portal 1,
You did
Portal
not
2.
communicate that well with me. I've already beaten Undertale.
Yes,
or,
I know.
or I thought you already beaten Undertale and played it. That was my assumption. Because you talk about it. You talked about
Yeah,
it all the
because
fucking
here's the
time.
thing, I didn't beat it, but I knew the fucking plot line of it.
Yeah, because you were like, man, I love Undertale.
Myself.
Undertale. You could do check us out Undertale. Have you seen these fan theories about Undertale? And I was like,
Yeah,
because
because I was more into game theories shit at the time. Because I genuinely like MatPat as a developer. I like MatPat as a content creator.
Fuck, I almost hacked up my lung
Alright.
as a developer.
Yeah, MatPat, the developer of Undertale.
Five Nights at Game Theory.
Toby Fox, the streamer who makes the game theories
Toby
about...
Fox streams?
No.
Oh.
No, I was making a joke. I know. You don't care about my jokes. All right.
I didn't say
We're on
that.
the topic of
It's not a joke. You said Toby Fox the streamer.
But yes,
It's not
I
a
I
joke.
can run emulation games.
So play those.
Yeah. Speaking of emulators, do
Yeah.
you find emulators to be important?
No shit. Yeah, of course.
Do you think
Next up.
Do you think do you think it's wrong that companies are putting regulations on countries are trying to regulate and choke out emulation?
Emulation?
Yeah.
My stance on emulation is like pretty well known. Okay, I think I say well known as to the 3 people that watch this channel. I mean, I like emulation. I play most of like the old generation consoles on emulator. The only exception is like N64. I don't really usually like emulating N64 games. Some of them feel kind of janky with the control like scheme and everything. Some of them kind of like straight up actually just need the N64 controller. I mean, you can use the N64 controller on some of these emulators, but you need an adapter and shit. And then also you need specific like drivers and yeah.
I have a question for you.
What?
Why play Dolphin when I have a Wii?
Why play Dolphin when I have a Wii? The ease of access, it's all on my computer. My computer's on like pretty much all day, every day for the most part. So I can just fucking double click and load it up. 2, it looks way better. I can upscale it to 1080 without actually needing like a fucking $100 goddamn adapter or some shit to upscale all of my games to 1080. I can turn on anti-aliasing. I can just use a normal GameCube controller because the adapters are pretty common. You don't even need drivers if you have the Mayflash or standard official Nintendo adapter controller. You can literally just plug it in, and there's a setting in Dolphin where it'll just read it as a normal GameCube controller. No setup, no nothing. You can turn Rumble on with certain things. You can use the Wiimote with Dolphin. If you have a Wii Motion Plus controller, you can hook it up through Bluetooth. Why would I play my games on an actual Wii? The only exception is if a game just doesn't work correctly with Dolphin, which happens very rarely, personally.
Like Super Mario Sunshine?
PC offers a million more functions than Wii, even Joe. Yeah, exactly, pretty much. I will say something I am interested in. The Wii U. I want to homebrew the Wii U again. I used to have it homebrewed. I don't anymore. But the Wii U natively can run Dolphin or GameCube, Wii U, and Wii games, which I think is cool. And it already has an HDMI port on it. And the cool part is there are little like APK apps. They're not APKs because it's not Android, but like that's the only thing I can equate it to. Like little app packages or whatever, like fan-made things that you can download, and you can use just the Wii U gamepad to play GameCube games. Like you don't need the TV. It's just the gamepad, so you can just sit in bed and play GameCube games, which is cool.
You know, I wish
There's utility in that. With a PC, I have to sit at my desk and play them. So there's something different there. But yeah. What?
I wish always people who made like the portable GameCube thing.
Yeah.
I wish they'd open up like an Etsy shop for these kind of things.
Some put them on Etsy. I don't know about the legality of selling stuff like that. I have no idea. I guess, I mean, I would argue that shit is very transformative. Because it's like a whole new product at that point. It just plays the same games. So if you can make a case for emulation, then I guess you can make a case for that. But I don't know, because it actually, portables and stuff use the actual hardware. So I have no idea. I don't know. It's like, is it legal to sell Wii motherboards? Like, on the secondhand market, sure. But like, what about through
Here's
an
the thing.
actual,
I feel like
I
if
don't know.
once we discontinue the service and you stop making products for like the Wii, right? At that point, I feel like the Wii should become freeware.
I don't know if it's that simple.
I feel like that should be the case though. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Because the Nintendo's not making money off of the GameCube anymore.
The thing is, like, with stuff like the Steam Deck coming out, do we even need, like, does the mass market even need portables, I would say? Because, like, yeah, it's cool you can play it on official hardware, but you have emulators and stuff, which are probably eventually going to run even better than these portables. Because the Steam Deck's, like, it's not, like, the most powerful PC, but it's strong enough to handle fucking Dolphin.
So you mentioned
And
I
downloads.
started watching a video like Linus Tech Tips.
Clips of what?
Linus Tech Tips.
Linus Tech Boy, yeah?
What is he saying about Windows on Steam Deck?
Windows, I haven't watched the video, I don't know.
Was there like issues with it?
From my understanding, you can't just take something like the Steam Deck, which has all these like specific parts to it, and then hook it up to an operating system like Windows out of the box, because there are like drivers and stuff required to get those, like the controllers and the touchscreen and stuff. There are drivers required to get that stuff working with Windows. So I'm assuming that what probably is the case right now is there are some things that don't work exactly correctly with it. I know Valve released like a package installer or something for drivers for the if you want to put Windows on the Steam Deck. So stuff does work, but I just don't know if everything does or if it's the most updated or whatever. So I would assume that's what his video was on. I have no idea. I haven't watched it. That's my thought process though, because I know when
Do you want to watch right now?
On the podcast.
Yeah, why not?
No.
I'm joking.
Reaction time on pod. Speaking of reaction, you see they're already releasing another Pokemon game soon
Are you serious?
this year?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a mainline Pokemon game.
Really?
It's Scarlet and Violet. They're
What do you
doing
mean?
the 2 separate releases again.
Are you serious?
Yes. So this year alone, they released Diamond and Pearl Remake. They released Arceus. And now, nearing the end of the year, I think they're releasing Scarlet and Violet. So that's 3 Pokemon games in a year. One of them's a remake. I'll cut them some slack for that. Okay, probably didn't take as long to develop. But I don't know. It's probably going to be like Sun and Moon.
God damn it, Nintendo.
It's what it's looking like. It says it's open world though, so I don't know.
God damn it, Nintendo.
I thought I was dreaming it. I saw it at work and I was like, "There's no way they just released these games."
What?
I thought
Nintendo?
I thought we weren't going to see another Pokemon game until 2023, sometime in 2023. But yeah, no, we're getting another one 2022.
When's E3?
E3 is June, I think. So what, like 2-3
Are
months?
we gonna see Breath of the Wild at E3? You think?
Yeah, if they're gonna show yeah, of course they're showing Breath of the Wild at E3, 100%. I will bank my life on that. Okay. You can kill me on the spot if they don't show Breath of the Wild at
You
E3.
heard it here, folks.
The PS Expo triangle or thingle with Dino Crisis 4 pretty much. That was silly. I have no idea what you mean. I know what Dino Crisis. Oh wait, I know what you mean. The PlayStation State of Play they showed with the Dino Crisis like multiplayer thing. I know what you mean. Yeah, I didn't watch much of that. I didn't think they were going to show anything good, and I was pretty much right. What, they showed the JoJo fighting game. I guess JoJo fans are happy. but I don't watch JoJo, so.
What what direction do you expect Zelda to go after the new Breath of the Wild
After
game?
Breath of the Wild,
After the sequel,
they already
Breath of
said
the
they plan on
Wild.
making the direction for the series is now open world. So whatever they make, the thing is like, what do you define as open world? Because you can technically say Ocarina is an open world game
Well, you could
if you
also,
wanted to use the loosest standard.
you could also technically say that Diamond and Pearl on the original DS was an open world game.
Diamond and Pearl is, I mean, I guess you could say it is. I don't know.
I mean, you could also
Ocarina is pretty open world for N64, honestly. Yeah, but like, I don't know. You can go anywhere you want, but I don't know. I feel like it's very segmented in what you can do. Yeah, like I said, it depends on how you define open world. So, you know, like Wind Waker. Like Wind Waker's open world technically. You know what I mean? Twilight Princess, open world technically. Skyward Sword, not open world. It kind of is, but not really. But yeah, I don't know. You know what Zelda game I played that's actually really good
What?
that I wasn't expecting to enjoy?
What's that?
They released Link's Awakening remake, the little top-down one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I don't know. I thought I'd just say it was good. I don't know.
I
liked it a lot.
I thought you had more to add.
No, I didn't think I'd like it, but I really did. I was addicted, and I finished it in like 2 days, which is not common for me. Usually, I'll play a game out to like a week or something if I'm not like gonna stream it or something. It was good.
You know what I'm betting they're also going to be showing at E3?
What?
I feel like we're more than likely going to see more stuff with Bethesda's new IP.
Starbound? Starfield?
Starfield, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
We're not going to see anything Elder Scrollish probably until 2023, 2024. Honestly, probably Elder Scrolls 6 probably come out in 2025, 2026.
I don't think I give a shit about
Oh my
anything.
god, 2026. I hope they're not doing that.
I don't think I give a shit about anything anybody releases other than Nintendo and Atlas right now. I'm gonna be real. I don't think there's any game I'm like if Valve releases games, I'm excited for that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
but Valve doesn't make games anymore.
They made Half-Life Alyx pretty recently.
How? That was like what, 3 years ago?
3 years ago? That's recent for like a game development.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, depending on how you look at it, yeah.
I get that Valve is focusing hard on the Steam Deck right now, and they should, but fuck.
No, wait,
man.
they did make a game. Technically, they did. They made the Aperture Desk game for the Steam Deck. It's not a full-fledged Valve game, but it's technically a game. Get fucked.
Well, I guess this is a try. We got Portal 3, boys. That's what we're waiting for.
They're not gonna make Portal 3. They'll make they'll keep making like Aperture games, I think, but I don't think they're gonna make another Portal game. Who knows?
I know. Probably from the direction that we're going with Half-Life Alyx, there's gonna be a Half-Life 3.
I'm sure there'll be a Half-Life 3, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Only fucking Valve knows, and God only knows what they're thinking. I'm excited for the hardware they're releasing. Though. Like
Alex.
Honestly, I really like the Steam Deck.
Beat Alex.
Beat Alex? I plan on beating Alex.
Okay.
Wait, why are you looking at me like that?
Because that pertains to this conversation. Because I saw the ending of Alex on YouTube.
You saw the ending of Alex?
Yes.
You dirty spoiler.
Well, sorry, but I mean,
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't have a fucking VR headset, so I can't enjoy VR games.
I have a headset. You can always come over and play it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I let you play the headset. I let you play like VR chat and shit. I don't have like a ton of VR games right now.
I'm
Who
just
doesn't
saying,
exist
man.
about-
If I honestly, here's the thing I'm gonna do.
What?
As soon as I get my new computer, the next paycheck I'm saving up for a fucking index.
Of a Valve Index?
Yes.
Of the Valve variety?
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm saving up for it, and I'm probably just gonna be spending a lot of my time in VR because I love VR. I love the experiences I had in there. It's just I wish I had more like hands-on like time with it. you know.
Bruh.
And I'm gonna.
You could always just come over when we're hanging out and just be like, "Can I mess around the VR headset?" I'll be like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead."
All right.
That's all you gotta do.
I thought next time I come over.
All right, next time you come over, I'll let you mess around the headset. As long as we don't have a podcast to do.
Oh, of course.
Or maybe before the podcast or something. You know what game I really want to see Valve release?
What?
Team Fortress 3.
You know what I would really like to see Valve do?
I want to see
Start a new IP. I wanted to see Valve start a whole new IP.
They did.
A good one.
With their card game. A good one.
A good one.
Wait, was that a new IP or did they use Dota characters? I don't remember.
It was Dota characters. It was a Dota trading card game.
Okay, maybe that wasn't a new IP then. Maybe that doesn't count.
But Valve doesn't make games anymore. I mean, come on.
You say that, but they don't make the games that you want them to make anymore. And that's
They don't
why
make games you don't want to have either.
Yeah, true, but they make games.
I like Alex, but I don't consider the fucking the aperture thing like a fucking like true Valve game. I mean, like
you don't know. You haven't played it. Have you ever played the Lab?
A Valve game.
No, the Lab fucking slaps. The VR game we played, the Lab, the aperture game.
That
shit is fun as fuck. The tower defense game they have in there, I spent like hours in that when I first got my VR
That
headset.
element is fun, all right. But I mean, like, come on, Valve. Where is the heart and dedication you had when you were making?
Oh, fuck off! They are making like the most revolutionary gaming PC like in years right now.
Yes, true, but come on, man. I want companies to start fucking caring what they spit out nowadays.
Valve does care what they spit out. It's just not games anymore, really. Not as much.
Yeah,
it's
but I'm also referring to Nintendo. I mean, Breath of the Wild 2 is like one thing, but the fact they released 3 Pokemon games in a single year.
No, I'm defending Nintendo here. The games that they've released recently slap so fucking hard. Not Pokemon. That's an exception, but Pokemon has sucked for forever, so it doesn't count. And Arceus was actually fun.
What other Nintendo games slaps have been released recently? There. You can't fucking say it. You can't make
No, if I thought I could pick some out. Animal Crossing was really good, the new one.
That was not this year.
That was 2020.
Yes, which was 2 years ago.
Yeah, Metroid Dread. Which I didn't like because I don't like Metroidvanias. But I can see it's a good... Alright, I'm going to my game shelf right now. I'm going to prove this fucking wrong.
Oh, the game shelf of all the Nintendo games you don't play.
Let's see here. Give me a second. I'm looking.
He plays one Nintendo game on his Switch, and it is Smash Brothers.
No, I don't even play that anymore.
So he's not qualified to defend Nintendo. Yeah, see?
It depends on what you mean by recent.
You buy all these physical copies and you don't even play them.
Hang on. It depends on what you mean. SMTV, yeah, it was a Nintendo game. Nintendo helped them work on it, okay? That counts. In some ways.
It's an Atlas game, come on.
It's an Atlas game, but Nintendo did assist in some aspects.
It is just as much a Nintendo game as Total War Rome was a Sega game.
Okay. You know what?
All
Fuck
right.
you. You're wrong. Listen, it depends on what you mean by recent, because I consider the last 3 years recent for a game.
Here's the thing. Game companies, I don't know. I might like a lot of shit that's been like talk about hasn't even really fucking came out yet. There's a lot of fucking
David,
games.
2022 is fucking stacked. The new Kirby game looks amazing. Advance Wars 1 and 2. I don't even like strategy games, but it looks nice. I'm going to try it. Persona 6 is Switch exclusive. I will cringe my butthole off. I don't think it will be. There's no way.
That'd be funny. Nintendo says, you know what? Y'all gonna do all these exclusives?
Hey,
exclusives.
Soul Hackers 2 is coming out on PC day 1. So that's a win for me in Atlas's department, okay? I'm more scared of them making Persona like exclusive to PS5 or something like that. I'm more scared on Sony's side because they seem to favor that side of the console market way more. So we'll see. I think Sega has kind of pushed them away from that, and they're aiming more towards PC, so it all depends.
When are we getting a new Sonic game?
Sonic, what's it fucking called? Sonic Frontiers is coming out this 2022. It's like an open world Sonic game, which they've shown no gameplay of. Visually, it looks cool.
When are we gonna get to the new Time Splitters game? That's the real question.
The new Time Splitters, if it ever happens, isn't coming out until like 4 or 5 years from now. It's just not. They like just got Free Radical back together.
Well, fuck, the world's gonna be ended by then, so I mean, I guess we're never seeing it.
We'll see. You just gotta be patient. When I'm like 30 years old, I won't be 30 by that point.
I gotta play this.
I'll be almost 30, and I'll be playing the new Time Splitters.
I'm turning 24 this summer.
Fucking old, man. Jesus.
You're turning 24 the next year after.
Yeah, I just turned 23. Okay. I'm still young, buddy.
We're almost 5 years.
Your best years are
30.
are behind you. Okay. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
The best. If those are the best years, then holy crap, life sucks.
You have good memories from your past.
If 40% of my best years was spent in the hospital, then holy crap.
40% was not spent in the hospital.
I had to go through all the MRIs and
what was the last when did you stop like your treatment and stuff? What year how old were you?
I was about 14 or 15 when I was like totally cleared.
Okay, never mind.
Like when I was like 100%, around the time when I was 15, 16, I had to go in there for an MRI because they thought there were tumors on my spine. Nope, that was scoliosis.
So basically, the last 10 years.
And then in 2019, I had to go in the hospital because of my gallbladder, and I was out of commission for almost 2 weeks. Majority of my life has been spent in a hospital. So those are the golden years. And
wait, not the majority.
Moly.
Because 10, you're almost... Oh, wait, yeah.
I'm 10. That's half of my life.
Yeah, okay.
That's more than half.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, my chemo treatment stopped when I was pretty young, but the MRIs, checkups, all that kind of stuff, like the medications I had to take, that lasted for a while. The best part was I got I got Popeye's French fries at the end of it. We're on the way home, so I mean, Popeye's French fries slaps.
From your gallbladder?
Not from my gallbladder.
I was about to say that's a shitty thing to give you after you got your gallbladder removed.
No, after I got my gallbladder removed, I was out of commission in that living room for quite a while.
My side was hurting the other day, and I was like, what if my appendix is just like gonna explode and I die? Isn't that fucked up that could happen?
Zach, what? I'll tell you, if you had the pain that I felt, you will fucking know. It is the worst pain I
That was
ever
your gallbladder, not your appendix.
I know, but dude, they thought it was my liver at first.
Just remove your liver. You can live without your liver.
I mean, yeah, you can also
one
live
of them.
Your appendix.
You have 2 livers, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you eat human
livers? The liver can also regrow. I think it's the only human organ that can regrow itself.
You know people eat their umbilical cords?
What?
They're like after birth they save
you're
it.
Fucking
I'm not kidding.
No, you're fucking.
Look it up. After birth, some people save it and then they'll like fry it or something and eat it.
That's fucking nasty.
I'm not fucking kidding. Some people do it.
That is fucking nasty.
I agree, it is, but some people do it.
There
are people that literally ask if they like lose their hand or something. They're like, "Can I take that home?" And they take it home with them. I don't know what the fuck they do with it. What do you do with your severed hand?
I mean, to be fair.
And pee-pee skin. Yeah, they eat their foreskin sometimes too.
To be fair, if my hand is like got to get cut off, yeah, I want my hand. I mean.
Would you want your foreskin?
It's my hand.
If you could go back the day you were circumcised, and you could speak through baby,
I wouldn't want my
through your baby body, but through normal human English.
Okay.
Please, doctor, let me keep my foreskin.
All right, I think
let me keep my pee-pee fat.
I think if that happened, that would cause a big chain reaction in the entire life. Because if I spoke
if
of
you
a
kept
normal...
your foreskin, it would cause demonstrable damage.
No, No,
the time
Zach,
continuum.
Zach, it's not that.
What?
You said me speaking through my baby body of a normal human voice.
Oh, I'm thinking
Do
a
you-
hypothetical here.
Do you
I'm coming up with a hypothetical
do
here.
you realize how terrified the doctor would be, and how terrified the
Yeah, but he'd be even more convinced. He'd be like, I have to give this guy his foreskin, or like.
No. Here's the.
And then
here's
you
the-
go
here's the-
back to normal reality, and everything's the same, but now you have a jar of foreskin on your desk,
Here's
sitting in like liquid.
Here's the thing, right?
What?
You what you gotta do is you gotta say, you gotta threaten the doctor. You gotta say, I am from the future. I will destroy you.
Yeah, but then your mom will see it. Well, if you just wait until you're alone in the room with a doctor. Do they ever do that with
Wait.
babies?
Here's
They
the
do,
question.
right?
Here's the question. Wait, why would I say put my foreskin in a jar? Why would I say that when I say, hey, just don't circumcise me? When I could just keep it on my body.
Would you want to have foreskin? I'm kind of glad I don't have foreskin.
I mean, honestly, I really wouldn't care either way.
You wouldn't care?
I wouldn't care if I had my foreskin still.
Okay. What about
I mean-
smegma? What about smegma?
We don't talk about smegma. I don't want that. No one wants that, except for the weirdos.
Oh damn! He's calling non foreskinned. How do you say it?
I don't know.
Castrate? Well, how do you say that?
What, castration cannibals?
No. What is it? What is the word I just used? Lobotomized penis? What is it?
Lobotomized.
What's the word? I just said it. What's the word for taking off someone's foreskin? Circumcision. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know why my brain farted there.
Lobotomized. Boil them in lobotomized your dick.
It's the same thing.
All right, little Timmy, it's time to have your pee-pee lobotomized.
It's the same thing.
Oh.
Oh boy.
But what was your hypothetical?
I don't remember. I was coming up with one. I didn't finish it yet.
It was with.
I was gonna say, what if you could go back in time and ask the doctor if you didn't want to be foreskinned? I mean, circumcised. Would you do it?
I mean, I don't mean.
Yeah, you wouldn't care, but you're saying this is just the baby alien the tiny alien argument.
Not really. I mean, I know because it's a part of my body. I wouldn't care if I had my foreskin. I wouldn't care if I didn't have it.
Yeah, but you had a choice. You could be like, do I want my foreskin gone or do I want to keep it?
Well, I mean, me personally, I like to have every part of my body intact.
Bro, you have to keep so you would keep your foreskin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because me personally, I
be-
want to keep every part of my body intact until I have to start getting like artificial organs and shit.
Okay. Smegma boy.
What?
Okay, Smegma boy. The look you just gave me. I don't really think I care either.
If you went back in time and had an option, had a choice.
No, I would be like, I wouldn't say anything. I'd just be like, do what you gotta do. Do you feel it?
So freak the doctor.
You're so young you don't remember, but how do they do it? They put you to sleep?
I think they just take a little scissors and just go.
Oh! No, they don't. They don't just snip it off with scissors. There's no way.
I mean,
They
what
don't
the
do
fuck
that.
do you think they do?
I
It's
don't
tiny
know.
as hell. What do you think they do?
There's a process for it. I
What,
forgot
what
the
do you think? They
process
take
is
like a micro knife and
They
like
don't just
underneath.
pull your foreskin forward and snip it off.
You do realize that people have been circumcised since way before like modern like electronics.
I'm
have been
sure
around,
there
right?
was a way that they did it. They didn't just fucking snip it off with scissors. Wouldn't that cause like bleeding everywhere?
Yeah, I mean, I think you do bleed a little when you get it.
A
cut
little?
off.
You're cutting off a fucking portion of your skin.
Yes, I think I don't know the process of circumcising. Why would I know that? That's like one thing. Why would I know that?
Why would you assume they take scissors and snip it off?
Because babies are tiny.
That makes sense to me.
Babies are tiny. What else would they use?
They don't just
Right.
casually grab your dick and snip part of it off.
All right,
They don't do that. There's no way.
Then what else would they use?
I don't know, but I'm gonna look it up after this podcast.
He's gonna okay.
Well, not like a video. I'm just gonna like an article.
Like a 3D animation.
I don't want to see a baby getting part of his dick cut off.
An
Okay?
artistic rendition. Oh God.
I'll just read an article about what it's like. The experiences of babies getting their half the part of their penis.
I don't think you'll hear anything from a baby's firsthand.
Do you remember getting circumcised? Where were you when you were circumcised? Oh.
I think it's a thing that looks like an eyelash clipper. It's the circle razor thing.
Circle razor thing. I just feel uncomfortable. Do you cry when you get circumcised? I wonder. I have so many questions. I don't remember because I wasn't there. I was there, but I don't remember being there.
You were there, but you weren't there.
Yeah.
What was your earliest memory?
My earliest memory is very embarrassing, and I don't want to say it. I think I shit my pants in my. I'm not kidding. I think that's actually my earliest memory. I'm not kidding.
Don't make me burp.
No, I'm not kidding. I remember being really young and shitting my pants, and that was like my earliest memory. I think that was it. I was in diapers at the time, so I was like a toddler, I think.
I was one of those people who my earliest memory was actually my birth.
You don't remember your birth.
I have talked about this with like my mom.
There's no
and with
fucking
my dad
way.
numerous times.
People can remember their births. Your brain's not developed enough at the time.
That's the only likely thing it could be because this particular memory was earlier than what I thought my first memory was.
It's time to go to Google. We have to know now.
Okay, go to Google. Let's see.
Can you remember your birth? I can remember things from when I was 1.
Okay.
It's generally accepted that no one can recall birth. Most people generally do not remember anything before the age of 3, although some theorists and naysayers argue that adults can remember important events such as birth of a sibling when they occurred as early as the age of 2.
Well, then I have no idea.
I don't think it's necessarily impossible, but I feel like your brain is so underdeveloped that it's very unlikely.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's 2 earliest memories I can recall on, and then the one, this particular one, which I believe is my birth, because the longest time I thought it was the first dream I ever had, right?
Yeah.
But the second time, my first memory was when I was a baby inside of. Remember the Awanas?
Yeah.
I was in the daycare center of that church.
Yeah.
And that's the second earliest
Building lives on the word of God, Awana stands.
But then the first one, though, the memory I had earlier before
Christian boys.
The memory I have that's early before that was when I was younger, I always phrase it as God putting me together, like putting a bone inside of me. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I imagine one big, large, comical bone being put inside like a boneless David.
My earliest memory ever was seeing someone in a white coat with what I can now clarify as being an object. It was someone holding an object and it was going near me.
It's probably your brain fucking with you, like false memory.
But if that's the case, in my earliest memories, it's me
getting a bone put inside.
Similar thing. I was in daycare.
You shit yourself?
I crapped myself and I got crackers. I was playing a little red fire truck. I was eating crackers. And I crapped myself, and the lady changed me.
Oh.
Remember when I was really young? I used to drink. I've been drinking soda since I was 4 years old.
Soda's fucking garbage for you.
Yeah, well, when you have an addiction that's majority of your life old, that is very difficult to break.
I love soda. I think soda's really delicious, but I feel like shit when I drink it. Like my teeth feel disgusting. Like my stomach starts to hurt. Like I feel bloated. It feels gross. So even though it tastes delicious, I stop myself from drinking it because I'm like, I know I'm gonna feel like shit if I drink this.
My body, my caffeine dependence.
Caffeine dependence.
That's what it is right
Just
now.
drink coffee. Black coffee. It's much better for you.
I typically just put a little bit of sugar in my coffee, and that's
Yeah, you
it.
can put a little sugar too.
I don't put cream in my coffee.
They have
at all.
like
I don't
zero
I don't like cream in
calorie
my coffee.
energy drinks now with like a ton of caffeine in them. Just drink that and kill yourself because you drink more than one of those and you're gonna die.
Oh, actually, there's actually a story about that about this 6-year-old.
Uh-huh.
I believe he drank 17 bottles of Monster Energy drink and went into a coma.
Well, yeah, you drink fucking 17 bottles. I'm surprised he didn't die outright.
He nearly died, from what I understand.
First of all, where's he getting Monster in a bottle?
Monster Energy, I don't know, I'm bottled. There's like a cans. I don't fucking know.
There's 0 calorie like they're probably still not good for you, but I'm assuming they're better for you than normal energy drinks with all the shit that they have in them. But I can't drink Monsters anymore. Recently I've discovered, because I can't drink the 0 calorie ones, and I don't want to drink a normal one because they have fucking garbage in there, like actually just horrible shit for you. Which, I mean, if you drink Monsters, whatever, you know what I mean. I do horrible shit for me all the time, but I don't want to put myself like through that consciously. I don't like doing that.
Typically,
So I usually go for the healthier option. There's this energy drink called Rain, which it tastes fucking delicious, and it's also like 0 calories or whatever. Probably still bad for you, but I'm assuming healthier.
Typically, what I do instead of soda is tea and coffee, sweet tea and coffee.
I can't drink tea anymore.
Why?
Because most types of tea, I'm. This is how you know you're a coffee guy and not a tea guy. Most types of tea that I drink after I've had like so many different types of coffee in my life just don't taste like anything. Sweet tea is like the only thing, and even then, it's not. I would always prefer coffee.
You ever had McDonald's sweet tea?
Yeah, it's not that great. It's okay.
Oh, all right, well, teach your own. How do you drink your coffee?
I like it with sugar and cream usually, but sometimes I drink it black.
I just have mine black with sugar, no cream.
No cream?
No cream.
Cream's the best part, bro.
I like.
You don't like cream? Cream is really bad for you. The creamer stuff that you get from the store.
I just like the taste of a little bit of sweet black coffee.
Sweet black coffee.
Yeah, there was a Starbucks iced like a.
It's not black if you add sugar, technically.
Technically, yes, but I don't know what else to call it. Sugared coffee.
Sugared coffee with sugar.
I
I don't know what else to call it. I've been drinking a lot of Starbucks, like fucking, the cold coffee that they have that's all equally horrible for you. But I've been drinking a lot of that at work. That's really good.
There is this you're probably seeing it. There's like this large bottle, like maybe this big, of Starbucks. That's 7-Eleven, but like it has no sugar. It's black, right?
Yeah.
But it has like a lot of like caffeine in it, and it's pretty big. I add sugar into it when I get home, and it is really fucking good. Like, it's really good.
I used to drink 2 energy drinks like a night when I was at work because I needed it. Because beforehand I would usually get 4 hours of sleep. This still happens, by the way. I get like 4 hours of sleep. I wake up pretty early usually. At 7 o'clock, I have to be at work. I'm usually at work by then, 7 p.m. And then usually around like 10 o'clock, I start getting really tired because I'm like, shit, I only had like 4 hours of sleep. And then I start drinking my energy drinks. If you drink Monsters, I'm not afraid to drink 2 Monsters in a night. That's like whatever, as long as it's not like back to back. If you drink Ryan or whatever, I think that drink has the equivalent of 2 Monsters in one. So I think if you drink that, then you're actually getting to the point where it's like, okay, I might be fucked. Like I might have some heart palpitations in a bit.
I'm a little weird because I like coffee hot and cold.
Yeah,
like
that's not weird.
Here's the thing. I'll make a picture of coffee, right? And I'll put in like a regular picture, add my sugar into it and all, right?
Yeah.
And I'll put it in the fridge, and I'll just let it chill and get cold, and then I'll get like a small cup of it and just drink it.
I like cold coffee.
It's good. It's really good.
Cold and hot coffee are good, I think.
mean,
I prefer
it's
hot
tea- it's
coffee,
like
but cold coffee is good as fuck too.
coffee and tea for me go hand in hand. They're both amazing.
Hand in hand?
Yeah, they're both amazing.
Nah,
I love
coffee's
them.
better than tea, I think. But tea's still good, kind of.
If I were to slowly weed off soda, which I want to do, which is very difficult, I'd slowly switch to tea and coffee.
I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
just
tea's
hard,
probably
man.
healthier than coffee. As long as you don't load it with sugar. I mean, sweet
Lot
tea's
of-
probably not good for you, but
I would probably
Depends on
use
how you
I'd
sweeten
probably
it, I
use
guess.
natural sugars instead of if I was
0-calorie sweetener, Splenda.
not artificial.
This
not natural.
podcast is brought to you.
Like sugar cane, like sugar from sugar cane.
Isn't sugarcane sugar really bad for you?
It's natural. I mean,
Just because something's natural doesn't mean it's good for
From
you.
what
I'm
I
pretty sure
underst-
sugarcane sugar is
From
like
what
worse.
I understand, it's better for you than the white sugar, the white processed sugar.
I've heard the opposite. Like pure sugarcane sugar is not good for you.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I mean, usually natural things are better for you, but it's not. It's not the end all be all rule.
My thing is there's not a lot of fruits that I like. I like banana, but there's not a lot of fruits that I like.
David, I like bananas too.
I want to try switching over to more greens because I want to include more things in my diet. Cause I'm
To
trying
be honest,
I'm trying to lose weight. You know?
bananas are just straight up the best fruit. I don't think you can get a better fruit than banana.
Especially when you leave the banana out just a little bit and it has there's like a slight brown spot.
Yeah, people
It gets- it
like
gets
their
a-
bananas differently. I like them when they're a little brown. Not
Same
full.
here.
When they're, hang on, I just dropped my controller.
Hey man, brown bananas are the best kind of bananas.
When they're like slightly brown spotted, I mean, they're good. I don't like them when they're too. Some people like them right in the middle when they're like just yellow, like straight bright yellow. Can't eat them like that.
I can't even mind
They're too they're bitter sweet or something like that. They taste weird.
Once when they get brown, they're they're a little sweet. They have like a nice banana taste.
Yeah, I love brown bananas. Anyway,
Anyway,
I like oranges too. Orange is second best fruit.
Yeah,
as long as they're
oranges.
seedless.
I remember I used to drink orange juice at lunch when we were in
Orange
middle
is
school.
fucking really good.
I used to be like, I want orange. I just want orange juice. Like I always used to just get orange juice at lunch. And like it was a whole big thing with the lunch ladies. They was like, I mean, you gotta get a meal. I was like, I just want the juice. That's all I want.
Just give me the juice. True juicer HD. Are you
know
a
what's
juicer,
funny?
David?
What?
Are you a juicer?
No.
No, you're not an XQC fan.
I don't know. That's what I didn't know he was calling those his fans. I don't watch him that much.
Damn,
I watch his content sometimes.
damn, that's fucked up, man. On stream call out.
I've been watching. I've hooked up my TV and my Roku. Right. I've been watching a lot of TV lately.
Hell's Kitchen?
That's one of them. And also been watching like some of the old cartoons, like adult cartoons. Like watched first and the second season of Family Guy. Gotta say, Family Guy was a lot funnier back in the early seasons when it was around.
Oh, okay.
Then
I'm one of those guys who's not a Family Guy fan.
the jokes are a bit more funnier back then. King of the Hill still slaps.
King of the Hill's goated.
I'll always say American Dad's really good too.
American Dad's okay. I think it's better than Family Guy.
I like Bob's
Just
Burgers.
okay though. Haven't seen Bob's Burgers in a while. I haven't seen enough of it. I really like Archer.
There's one really funny one
Archer's hilarious.
that I think its second season got canceled just because it's been out there in a lot of the jokes it made, but it was still really funny.
What?
It's called Border Town. It has a perfect idea for like an animated sitcom of like a on the border between America and Mexico. There's two families it centers around. One is a Mexican family, and one is a American family, who's like kind of a stereotypical like redneck kind of family. With the main father character being a border patrol agent.
Are you telling me that's the norm for America right now? We're all
No.
rednecks?
No, I'm saying no. It's what?
I'm just kidding.
Serious,
Why are you getting all serious? No,
Just-
definitely not, Zach. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of people would consider us rednecks because
We are not
we live in
rednecks.
Virginia. I know, but that's
What?
the
Because
thing.
we live in Virginia? I had never even met. I barely meet rednecks out here. Honestly.
Yeah, but that's
I've
the
met
thing.
a few, but yeah, That's my mom. Aunt, grandma, hell yeah.
But-
Nothing against rednecks. People should live their lives the way they want to live their lives.
Border town is
I'm just
freaking
saying, in
hilarious.
Virginia, we're not as redneck as I think some people think.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom likes NASCAR, which is pretty redneck, right?
I wouldn't know.
Okay. Did you just hit me with I wouldn't know. What the fuck does that mean?
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know, man. I don't know. I mean, yeah. But I've also I found out Roku has live TV.
How's that?
Really good. There's some good stuff on there. Like there's Hell's Kitchen stuff on there. There's Nightmare Kitchens.
Is it bad that I really like American Hell's Kitchen, even though it's like super over the top?
Yeah.
It's been like confirmed that like the European versions or whatever, wherever they show in like the UK or whatever, it's like way nicer. He's way nicer to contestants. Is it bad that I prefer the American version?
No, because Gordon Ramsay's really funny when he starts yelling.
It is. It's hilarious.
He's also just a really decent dude, and I like his stuff.
Oh god, it's so funny. Donkey. He should play live action Shrek.
Oh man. Oh, there's also
You fucking dodo.
I also like Kitchen Nightmares.
Kitchen Nightmares
Where
is
he-
good.
Like
God,
God,
I watched like every episode of Kitchen Nightmares at one point. I fucking hate that I love reality TV sometimes.
Remember the one where there was like a whole big like thing of mold growing on the wall in the freezer?
I remember there was a fucking dead rat in the freezer.
How
How real do you think that stuff is?
From what I understand, a lot of it is real because a lot of this kitchen is really
Israel?
What?
You got real excited talking about Israel there, David. What's going on? I'm just kidding.
I don't even understand how you got that.
You said Israel.
You hit me with an Israel joke.
Yeah,
You did that to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be funny.
I don't even know what to say to you. Poor taste, man.
What do you mean poor taste? Nobody gives a fuck.
No, I'm not saying poor taste is people getting upset about it. I don't really give a shit about that.
Poor taste.
I'm saying poor taste is a shitty joke.
You said Israel. Israel. It's pretty good.
No, it's
I was implying
it's
that
basic.
I was implying that you're anti-Semitic. You said Israel, and I said Israel. You got really excited.
So wait.
Israel.
So someone getting excited about talking about Israel makes them anti-Semitic?
In certain ways, yeah.
When I'm talking about kitchens?
What, in Israel?
Not in Israel.
I forgot what we were talking. Were we actually talking? No, wait. What were we
No.
talking about? I completely lost track. Banning Zach from his own channel. I thought, look, usually you can tell how David's going to react to these things. It's really funny when he does it exactly how you think he will. Continue? What were you saying?
I don't know what we're talking about now. We're having a discussion and you pop me with that basic like baby boy fucking
It's
joke.
not a baby boy joke. You said
It
Israel. Israel?
Yeah, dude, it sounds it's on the same fucking level as like
It was funny.
these nuts.
Yeah, D's nuts is always funny. If you get a good D's nuts, it's funny.
Yeah, man, these nuts don't never lay down.
Okay, never mind. It's not funny anymore.
Oh, that's only. You see this? He really is
It's
a
only funny
hypocrite.
when I do it.
He really is a hypocrite.
I'm a hypocrite in some things. Yeah, absolutely. We all are. You are. What's up, Zach? The water boy.
Wow, Zach meets Zach. What a world!
His name's spelled with a K. Thank you. My name's spelled
What?
with an H.
What a story, Mark.
I'm Zatch Bell. You remember that show?
No, I don't.
You never watched Zatch Bell?
I did not.
It's like the first anime I was exposed to as a kid. Actually, that's not true. It was like Naruto.
I remember seeing pictures of it. I just never really watched it. All I know
I don't remember
is
if it's
there's
good or not.
books.
The concept was cool. They had like little puppets that followed them around.
So it's
And there was
kind
a
of
pony named Polygon, and he was sick.
so
'cause
it's
he
kind
didn't
of
really
like
have a-
Digimon and Pokemon, except where Pokemon has live animals and Digimon has digital animals. Zatch Bell has puppets.
Yeah, but they're called Mamotos, actually.
Okay, nerd.
I wanted to go back and watch it, but once
Fucking
again, I
weeb.
don't know where to find it. I don't know if
You
they have
just-
it on Crunchyroll. I started watching Death Note. Hey, and ReZero, anime watcher now.
How you liking them so far?
Death Note, I'm like 3 episodes in. I'm watching the dub because I was told the dub is actually good, and I can concur. So far, it's okay. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm probably not as invested in it as I think some people would probably be at this point, but I'm planning on finishing it. ReZero, I've seen like 1 episode, and I think it's okay, but I can't really judge because it's only been like 1. It's 1A, and then there's 1B. I don't know what kind of scheming they have with their episodes, but
That's a good topic so far.
what?
What do you think about Light's philosophy?
What? Oh, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they said, "What do you think about light philosophy?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Lights.
What do you mean his philosophy? I'm 3 episodes in. Keep this in mind, so don't spoil anything.
Just what you've seen so far.
What, that he wants to kill villains?
And he wants to kill all the criminals in the world.
Hey man, it's his prerogative.
Do you agree with it? Do you think it's a good idea?
I don't think you're meant to agree with it.
Here's the thing. Some people would agree. I'm saying, do you think that's an effective way to handle the world's problems?
It's the persona argument. Is it right to change people's hearts? Like, I don't fucking know. Probably not. No. It's probably not okay to kill criminals. No. It depends. If something, yeah, exactly. It's the nerd argument. I'm just kidding.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'll humor you. No, I don't think it's right. No, I don't know. I don't care. It depends. If somebody's about to kill somebody and you kill that criminal, is it right? Yeah, probably. Like if that's the best outcome from that if that's the best outcome you can get from that, then yeah, do it. But if somebody's just rotting away in prison, then you probably what's the point? What's the point in killing
Fair
them?
enough.
And most of the people we killed were in prisons, right? So who cares?
They were in prison. They were in. I think they were also street criminals too.
Look, if there was somebody like a mass serial killer or something, and they just weren't gonna stop, and Light was just like, "Yeah, bro, you're dead," then I'd be like, "Okay, whatever." I don't think I'd feel that bad about that. If it's someone who litters, no. But if it's someone who murders, yeah. Well, I don't think he kills people that litter. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think that's what he does. Right?
I don't remember if they made a distinction.
I just like the guy that likes the apples. He's cool.
Ryuk.
Yeah, I like Ryuk. It's my favorite character so far. L, I thought the first where they introduced L was really predictable, but maybe that's just because I know the concept of the show already. Like it's 2 geniuses fighting each other, so I kind of figured, like when he did the fake person thing, I was like, this isn't actually him. Like, obviously, he's not going to show his actual face. I predicted that, but I think that's because I have the notion that, like, okay, I know what the series
Yeah,
is
it's a
like
battle
about.
of wits.
Yeah, so I figured, like, there's no way he would do that, so. In that sense, I'm afraid it's going to be somewhat obvious. Some things are going to be obvious to me, it's going to ruin the show, but, yeah, I don't know. I have to watch the rest of it to see. Like I said, I'm like 3 episodes in. I plan on finishing it. You have to find the time to do it. I have it bookmarked. Just haven't gotten to it. Just haven't gotten to the rest. To be fair, I did watch like the first 3 in one day, and that was like what 3 days ago. So
There's Kiss Anime.
Kiss Anime.
Yeah,
That's the free one.
There
right?
are versions of that website that are still up, so you can go on there and watch whatever the fuck you want.
Are you advertising illegal watching of anime?
I don't fucking care.
Long
I
silence.
don't fucking care.
No, I don't either. I'm just fucking kidding. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, exactly. Shh. Don't ruin it for everybody. Come on. Hush, hush. Kiss, kiss. More like hush, hush.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I plan on. I started with Death Note and ReZero. I'm probably gonna end up finishing Death Note first, just because of the pace I'm going. And ReZero has like way more episodes, I think.
If you plan on watching Code Geass, I think it's on Netflix.
Code Geass. I don't know my Netflix password. I have no idea. So rip. But I'll figure it out, I guess. We all watch anime on Crunchyroll. Like, yeah, exactly.
Then you have David here is like, Man, I would have. Nah, I'm gonna watch whatever I want.
Do you know what cap means? That white face.
No.
It's like just kidding. Like you put it after you're like, oh, I'm just memeing or
Oh.
lying.
I don't know.
David
Twitch
doesn't know
culture.
Twitch lore.
I do not.
He doesn't know emotes. Cap is it's like lying. I don't know why these things are the way they are. I don't know the origins of them, but I know what emotes mean usually. You know what PogChamp is, right?
Yeah, I do. I know the Pog guy got in some trouble. I don't,
He's
I
a snake now, yeah. You know what Craigasm is, right?
No.
Oh, David.
I don't fucking know Twitch culture.
You gotta get into I don't even chat in Twitch. You know what Baby Rage is?
No.
You can piece that one together. Come on.
Angry baby. I mean, I can piece things.
Like you're being an angry baby.
Honestly, from here it looks like a potato from here.
Most emotes look like potatoes from far away. Yeah, I agree.
It looks like a baked potato from here. And the one above it, the white thing, it looks like a fucking like a small snippet. Yeah, it looks like a small snippet from like an old black and white photo.
Oh, David. We're talking to a normie here, folks. Okay.
Norm. Okay.
Yeah, you're a Twitch normie. It's okay. You can learn with time. You don't really chat in Twitch or like watch Twitch. Do you watch any Twitch streamers?
I used to chat on Twitch. There was one Twitch where I made an account to go on there, and I got an entire like little like you know the one word where someone will post one word, then other people like and they start posting that word.
What? No.
Like when people say Paul, when someone starts spamming Paul and a whole bunch of people start spamming it.
Yeah.
I started something like that in a stream once. I made a Twitch account called Majestic fucking Eagle, and
That sounds like such a bot. Majestic fucking Eagle.
And that,
Sounds like such a bot name.
then I went in there and started getting its attention. I said I used the word call, like CAW. That's all I remember.
It's his inner role player. Remember when you went by Jesus on Steam for a while? Jesus.
Jesus, Muhammad, Zeus.
Is that Zeus? Is Zeus Jesus' last name?
No.
Oh. You just picked another god name?
Yes.
When are we gonna play TTT
is
again?
Jesus Christ's last name Zeus?
When are we gonna play TTT again?
I don't know. Whenever we fucking install Gary's Mon,
TTT was a good ass time. It's unfortunate. It's not the same anymore.
It wasn't.
It's not the same. I remember my friend talked on Twitch one time just to tell a girl to shut the fuck up on a mukbang stream. Did I ever tell you about the time, Dennis? We were playing Rainbow Six Siege. Fuck that game, by the way. It sucks. Never play it. We were playing Rainbow Six Siege, and there was someone live streaming the game that we were in. And you know how Dennis is. He enjoys messing with people. No, not that. Stop doing that off stream. No one knows what you're talking about. Do it on stream. No, definitely don't do that. He likes messing with people. Sometimes it goes a bit too far. It was a guy streaming Rainbow Six Siege with like 2 viewers. And he thought it would be funny to go in that guy's chat. Or just keep his stream up. And while he was in there, just team kill him the whole time. So he couldn't play the game. He thought it was the funniest shit in the world. And you know, it's fun to laugh at stuff like that. But at a certain point, you're just kind of like, okay, can we move on now? Because it's the same thing over and over and over and over again. That's my story.
Yeah.
That's my TED Talk. Please clap.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Sometimes
I enjoy going into small streamers' streams. Or I say smaller. Like small streamers, I should say.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone can get smaller than you right now.
Yeah, there's nobody. I don't think you can get smaller than me. When I say smaller, I mean like smaller than the big guys, not smaller than me.
The big boys.
Yeah. And I like just like following or like just like following. Remember we did that one night? We just went to like 1 viewer streams, we just followed them and people got really happy. You ever do stuff like that for no reason?
if I get a lot of money, I just want to be that one guy who goes into like a random small person's stream and
Just donate $100.
Donates like $1,000.
David's the next Mr. Beast confirmed.
I would do that. That's the kind of shit too. A lot of this Mr. Beast is doing, I would do if I had a lot of money. The thing is, I don't have a lot of money, so I gotta be stingy as fuck.
Zero viewer Andy streaming Fortnite in their underwear. You'd be blown away with the amount of that I still see. Yeah, I'm sure there are.
Zero viewer Andy.
Hey, man.
Zero viewer Andy would have freaked the hell out if he got 1,000. Someone just came in.
I'm gonna be real though. If that guy can also be entertaining and he's playing Fortnite in his underwear, bro, that's a stream concept right there.
Undie stream.
Sometimes I think it would. So here's the thing. Here's the problem with being a VTuber. I can't do this on this channel, but if I wanted to, okay, I could. I have a separate Twitch channel that nobody knows about. It's super secret. Okay, I don't stream on it, not anymore. But if I wanted to, I could just. I have a bunch of ideas for like intentionally shitty streams that would be hilarious. I think would be hilarious. It'd be hard to pull off because I'm not the best actor, but these concepts in my head I really want to do one day, and just like stream once and do the really stupid shitty idea and then wait like a month and then do another one.
You know what I want to do? You know what I just had an idea of doing?
What?
You know that deer mask you have?
Yeah.
I wanna do an undie stream wearing the deer mask while playing TF2 on a stand-up computer. So now I'm just standing there, and this is the deer mask.
You gotta make it real to be funny, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Whenever I shoot someone, I'd flex my fat muscles and like crouch.
Oh, that's real. That's real. That's what people do when they kill someone in Fortnite. They flex their muscles. They look at themselves in the webcam.
Or do some shit like remember those videos back at YouTube videos back in the day of that angry kid who got really fucking angry for no reason.
Yeah, that's narrowing it down.
Do shit like that.
What are you talking about? There's like a ton of angry kids on YouTube.
I'm talking about like the iconic one, the one that
What
was
iconic
mainstream.
one?
Remember that video? The guy got so mad because Xbox got taken away. He tried to put a remote control up his ass.
That was fake.
That's fake.
That guy came out and the family admitted it was fake. They did it for views.
What a fucking hack!
I mean, it worked. It got views. My friend streamed Apex one time and just raged while dying and got 20 viewers. He is just funny as fuck. Some people... Okay, I actually think Dennis...
I want to be a rage viewer.
I actually think Dennis would make an amazing streamer, unironically. Same with my cousin Kyle. I think they would make amazing streamers. They don't do it, but I honestly think they would be so entertaining. And I keep telling them, like, you are hilarious. You need to stream. Or something. Do some form of entertainment. Be a comedian. Fuck, I don't know. They're so funny. Well, I mean, you probably don't think Dennis is funny, but...
I think Dennis is funny. Dennis said a lot of funny things.
Yeah, I think they're hilarious. They could make really great streams. Anyway, anything else you want to talk about? Particularly?
What are some old dreams of yours that you had when you were a kid?
I swear we've already covered this basically, but
like, what did you want to be? When you were younger?
What did I want to be when I was a kid?
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know. Astronaut. The same thing every kid wants to be. A firefighter, an astronaut. No, I wanted to be a fucking cartoonist for the longest time. But I mean, realistically, when I grew up, I was like, I don't think I actually want to do this. It seems like it wouldn't be fun when I start. If you start doing it as like a job or something, you know what I mean?
I wanted to be a politician. I was actually planning on going into college.
When they say politician, what do you mean? It feels like such a vague thing to say. Like specifically, what? What does politician refer to?
Aiming for like positions of power, like governor, and then eventually like.
Yeah, but wouldn't you just say
House,
governor?
President stuff.
President stuff. What do you mean by politician? Like president stuff.
Well, politician covers all of that. That's why. I'm not gonna narrow down.
So somebody whose goal is to be elected in Senate has the same goal as to be elected as president?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Wait, senators can be elected president?
Yeah, they can be, but they can't. They're not. Why wouldn't they just run for president? Because
you don't just automatically just shoot for president. You gotta build a portfolio that you can that will
You don't
show,
have to.
that will
What
show
fucking
you can
Let's
actually.
not get into this.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
No, you weren't.
No, I was gonna say the exact same
No,
thing.
I wasn't. I was gonna talk about Franklin D. Roosevelt or something. John F. Kennedy. He didn't have much of a profile. Fuck. I wanted to be a creator, but as soon as I saw coding for video games, I was noped the fuck out. And yes, and drawing gets old. Drawing for money just doesn't seem very fun to me, so I don't want to do that. Programming, okay, coming up with ideas for games seems really, really cool. Doing the actual programming is a no-no for me, because that involves math, and I fucking hate math. I can't do math. So I don't think I'd ever want to be a programmer. It'd be cool to make games, but the type of games I would make would probably be like RPG Maker, like bare minimum.
Yeah, I'd like to make RPG Maker games.
I can't
too.
read your handwriting. Like you're trying to. Oh, okay. It's hard to read your handwriting. David's out here writing notes and shit.
Yeah, I'm passing notes in class.
Drawing for money in 22 is like draw Samus feet with poop on it for 5 and 5 food. Yeah. Pretty much. Hey man, you gotta make your living somehow.
Hey man, leave the food stuff alone.
Yeah, David's got some opinions on the foodahs.
Got some strong worded opinions. You have 6 viewers by the way right now.
Yeah, that's cool. We're not really doing anything important, so I don't know why.
I don't know, people just coming in to listen. I don't know.
Yeah, but we're about to wrap up, I think.
No.
Unless there's something else you'd like to talk about.
I mean, there's
Covered mostly everything.
video game regulations.
Video game regulations? What, in like China?
No, like in general.
I think most people agree with that though. Like, don't regulate. Like, don't just let people play video games.
Recently,
in
RimWorld
countries.
was banned for sale in Australia.
Wait, why?
Because Australia recently passed a law that says video games must have physical copies, right?
Wait, what?
Something like that, which means that RimWorld has to have like a rating, right?
Wait, is that true?
RimWorld did get banned because of that, because the laws were changed.
Wait, so many other games would get banned though.
RimWorld would have to have like a physical copy, right?
Yeah, but
and because of that, like RimWorld has a lot of shit in it that would instantly like make it like beyond rated M.
Is there a reason they passed that law? Because that feels like that would just like indies would have so much more issue like getting their games.
I don't know, but it was taken off the Steam store in Australia.
No, fuck. I can't be. I gotta look this up. Hang on.
Steam had to take it off. No, it was.
No, I believe you. I just don't think that's the reason. Australia video game law. List of banned video games in Australia. Australia bans video games for things you'd see in movies. Australia video game law. Okay, let's look up. Do you know? Oh, fuck's sake.
Australia RimWorld.
Australia Rim Job World. Don't look up Australia Rim Job. All right, RimWorld removed from Steam in Australia. As soon as this thing loads. Space Management Simulator RimWorld. Fucking cookies. It's been removed from Steam in Australia following classification for pending console release. While the title has been available digitally since 2013, the Ludian game was reviewed by the Australian Classification Board ahead of potential physical launch and can no longer be sold in the country. As a result, RimWorld has been marked as refused classification, which is reserved for games that depict, express, or otherwise deal with matters of sex, drug misuse, or addiction, crime, cruelty, violence, or revolting or abhorrent phenomenon in such a way that offended against the standards of morality, decency, and propriety generally, I have dyslexia, bear with me, generally accepted by reasonable adults to the extent that they should not be classified. So it didn't get banned because it didn't have a physical release. It got banned because it went through a ratings board because it was trying to release physically, and then they realized that it shouldn't be allowed in Australia. Is what I'm getting from this. It also confirmed that it will not affect players that already own the game in Australia. Ludian also noted that it didn't expect this new rating to affect the Steam version of RimWorld due to similar causes or cases such as Disco Elysium, where the console rating did not affect the availability of the game on PC. I'm sorry this news was so sudden for anyone who's frustrated by this, the studio wrote. We are working to resolve this situation and make RimWorld available to everyone again as soon as possible, but we don't yet know what might require or how long it may take.
Oh,
Interesting.
Well, I guess I was wrong.
I don't even understand what the fuck that just meant. It sounded like it was trying to release physically, and then they went to a ratings board and had to get it rated. Do you not have to rate games if they come out digitally on PC or something?
I think when it's physical, I think that's when it has to go for the ratings board. I think. I'm not.
Is that just for Australia? Because I think games go for the rating boards digitally in US. US digital games ratings board? They have a separate rating board? ESRB is a self-regulatory organized fuck. I don't know. There's so much shit to read here, and I don't want to read it all. I'm assuming digital games get rated just like physically. I don't see that wouldn't make any sense why they wouldn't. But I don't know, maybe it's different in Australia? I have no idea.
But yeah, RimWorld, it can get pretty violent.
Yeah, but I've seen RimWorld. It's not realistic in any sense.
Well, true, but it does have like a lot of stuff that said drug misuse, drug addiction.
Who gives a shit? So does
And,
GTA.
Yeah, and GTA is rated M.
Okay, was it banned in Australia?
I have no idea.
Just rate RimWorld M.
Probably going to. From what I understand, that being
Or whatever the Australia ratings board is.
that it being banned in Australia means, technically speaking, a console version has been leaked.
It's been leaked?
Because apparently, if they were planning,
When they say
I just looked it up on my phone.
Uh-huh.
From what I understand, that means that they're planning that the studio is planning on making a console release for.
Why don't they just don't release it in Australia, and then just try and get the Steam version back? Probably be the easiest thing to do, right?
I don't know.
Because then they'd have to just change the. I don't know. I don't know how to handle stuff like this. I don't know enough about the game industry to know.
I mean, do you have anything else you want to cover or talk about right now?
Why is it called RimWorld?
I don't know.
It makes me think of rim jobs, and that makes me uncomfortable.
I do not know why it's called RimWorld. Maybe actually no, I know I do, because in the game the worlds that you land on are described as like
Rims?
the rim, the outer rim.
Star Wars?
It's
Do you have a rim?
Star Wars term. The rim of the galaxy, rim world,
The rim of my asshole.
rim job.
God damn it! It always comes back to rim jobs. All right, are we good?
I'm asking you, and I asked you that question.
I can't really think of anything else, honestly.
I thought of
to.
all these ideas, by the way.
You thought of all these ideas because we did. Do we want to talk about this?
We spent a while trying to think of stuff.
Okay, fine. We'll talk about this. You brought this on, motherfucker. All right, you have been the accuser here. So, once again, we didn't have many topics to work with, due to my busyness. I don't know what David was doing. Probably jacking off. I'm just kidding.
Holy moly, bro!
I'm just kidding.
Start calling me out. Shots fired.
But you probably were, right?
No.
The joke was you were supposed to go, yeah, definitely. What are you doing to you? Stop! He's rubbing. Okay. He's rubbing. You motherfucker.
Listen. Yeah, you want to know why I was doing that?
Why?
Because you're a bitch. That's
He
why.
rubbed my sticky notes on his feet. He just rubbed my sticky notes on his feet and then threw it at me. What the fuck is wrong with you? Those are my sticky notes. You were doing that so casually. Why did you rub your sticky notes on my sticky notes on your feet?
I'm sorry, I got your sticky on my feet.
Shut up. Shut up. Oh, you're so mature. As I just accused you of jacking off instead of thinking of ideas. So David's claiming he came up with most of these ideas. Not true. I had ideas. I just didn't think they were good enough for the podcast, so I scrapped them. My idea going into this was like, and by the way, we mostly followed this idea because we didn't get to the top. We got to the topics very slowly. I said, let's just shoot the shit, and then what comes up comes up, and I think that worked out pretty well. You know,
Yeah.
we covered
What
the
other topic did
1,
you have
2,
other than the
3,
one you had on the
4. We
board?
covered the 4 topics that we have on the board. You know what other topic I had?
You
Well, I
only
scrapped
had-
them for a reason.
Yeah, but you only had one topic on the board.
I had multiple other topics.
You had one topic
I had
on the board.
on the board. I
That's
don't
why
write
I'm
everything on the
that's-
board. I
that's
think
why
of
I'm
shit at work,
asking.
and then I have to get home and write it down.
That's why I'm asking what other topic did you have?
Don't worry about it.
Because there's a good chance I would have been interested in them.
Yeah, but most of the things that I came up with, I'm like, I don't have like a strong opinion on them or like experience these things. I just think they're general for most. They're interesting for most people to talk
True,
about.
Wasn't also one of the things when we made this podcast to begin with that we would pick some topics and research them? We literally said that, and that'd be the first of our podcast. The first podcast we have.
Are you accusing me of not researching my topics? I just read an article on stream.
Off stream.
What topics were there the research in this specific
I don't know,
instance?
what topics do you not have enough knowledge on that you need to research on?
It's not that I don't have knowledge. It's that I don't have strong opinions. If I do have the knowledge, then I wouldn't have. If I didn't have the knowledge, I wouldn't bring the topic up anyway. Right?
Right, I mean... Anyways, it was Zach's fault.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Zach laid on his
I
bed in
actually
his
think-
cocoon
no,
of a
hang on.
blanket.
I actually
While
think.
I thought of all
Shut the fuck
these.
up. I actually think, despite all of this, we had good stuff to talk about. Okay.
We did.
So sometimes just shooting the shit works out. You're welcome. Don't you're welcome me, because most of the stuff we talked about wasn't even on the topics list.
Well, it stemmed from those topics.
All right, this is it. End of podcast forever. All right. Well, it killed 2.5 hours already. That's true.
Yep.
Well, actually, wait, hang on. I should preface this because I don't know who was here when we started the stream. I should say this again. There is no game night tonight. David and I unfortunately have things that we have to do after podcast. I'm very sorry.
I have 5 obligations after the podcast.
Yeah, game night was never meant to always come after the podcast. It was just a good time to do it because we were hanging out anyway, basically.
Yes. Next weekend, when we do the podcast, I will say there will be game night that weekend.
Also, something else I mentioned at the start of the stream. Starting Monday, on my side of things will go back to normal. So 6-hour streams every other day. The reason things have been off, like I said in Discord, is because of my work schedule constantly changing, and things needing to. Unfortunately, I have to be there. I'm full time, and like if something goes wrong, I have keys to this specific place, and I'm not like a manager or anything, but I'm an important employee, and I unfortunately have to be there, which makes things like difficult, but. It is what it is. I got to do it. It affects the stream. It affects Showhippies, the podcast. For example, I would love to do this every Saturday instead of doing it like every Saturday and sometimes, I don't know, fucking Friday or Wednesday. Unfortunately, the way my schedule normally is I work every other day, and then that switches. Hang on, we just had a recommendation for a topic live from David's phone. But real quick, before we talk about that, do you know what that is?
I have no idea. No.
I'll bring you up to speed 1 second. Was that your brother?
Yeah, I have no idea what it is.
But anyway, let me continue this real quick. Fuck. What was I saying? I'm so distracted now. What happened?
We'll put that on the list for next time.
You want to do that next time?
I'll do some research into it. We can do some research into it. We can talk about it next time.
Okay, we'll talk about it next time. But yeah, I apologize. Things are going to get a lot more static coming next week for me personally. I can't speak to the podcast just because, like, even when things are normal, it can't be on the same day every day, unfortunately. We're trying to work things out. Just bear with me and us. It's a process I have to go through being a full-time employee and also trying to start, like, streaming and YouTube and stuff. It's not easy. A lot of people get, they start this stuff in high school where they don't have jobs and they have a lot of free time, and then they get big and then they can do it full time and they don't have to worry about that stuff. I'm working through it. So just give me a little bit. Hopefully we'll get things like stabled out and worked out, and yeah.
Yeah.
You want to say goodbye?
Well, yeah. Goodbye, everybody. I had a lot of fun today. I pulled myself leg stuff. I mean, so
Okay.
look.
I'll come up with all of the topics next time. How's that?
Well, I mean, we already have one.
How does that sound? We have one already.
So,
It'll probably be old news by then. We'll talk about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. I will be back Monday. I apologize again tonight. There's no game night. Next time, hopefully, that'll be the thing. I actually have games planned for game night that are unique next time
I
that
saw
we have
one of
not
them.
played before. That's one of them. I have 2 others.
Ooh.
So brand new games, not just Air Ride and Ultimate again.
You need to try to get Infinite.
Infinite.
Yeah.
I'll try and work that out. We'll see what we can do. It's
that'd
kind
be
of
really
old
fun.
at this point, but
Yeah, that'd be really fun, though.
So next game night, I think will be really exciting. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and they're games that I think will make good, like, really entertaining streams between the 2 of us. So
Yep.
look forward to that, and look forward to the next time I stream on Monday
Yep. All right.
at 10 p.m. Sounds good. See you in a month. It's not gonna be a month. I'm gonna be back literally not tomorrow, but the next day. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll get on him.
At 10, same time. Good stream. Take it easy. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right.
But yep, y'all have a good.
Shake the hand.
Y'all have a good.
I'm gonna go kill David. Bye.